Yeah, me too.
So John
Okay.
Ashford, obviously, he's not here today. So he tells you that he has something that he absolutely has to rush to do. This is for the honor of his house, and he rushes out the door to take care of some business because there's some issues where the name of his house is being sullied by that dastardly noble Sir Roderick, and he has to go and take care of it right now. So he says, be good guys. I'll be back shortly. And he says, don't leave for the adventure without me. And John Ashford rushes off. So you guys are just kind of sitting around the table. Olaf, you keep hearing from your mother Helga. She's getting real testy because the entire cafe is full of rats. Constantly rats streaming up. She's hired an exterminator to go down and take care of all the rats. The exterminator told her that despite killing dozens of rats, they just keep coming out. He can't find any nest of rats. He knows that they are all screaming out through the sewers. In fact, when he goes downstairs into the basement to look for rats and where their nest could be, he has cleared away some debris in the basement, and he's actually found that your cafe has a small sewer grate and an entrance into the sewers, and he thinks that's where all these rats are coming from. At this point, the cafe smells terrible because of all the rat debris and the rat droppings. Helga refuses to even go there at this point. She says, "I'm not going back there until you get this place clean and abides by this city's codes. Because at this point, we can't open."
Hearing those concerns, I'm gonna talk to the group and I'm like, "Hey guys, I know it's not really. It should be like my own thing, but I wouldn't mind some help if you guys. We should be able to handle some rats, I would think, guys."
Yeah, it's typically like a level 1 thing. The innkeeper says, "I want you to go downstairs and take care of all these rats."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine your mom.
The reward is 5 gold pieces. That's typically the level 1 quest.
Yeah, let's. I'm down for helping your mom. And you promised me, since I went in on this building with you, I'm very keen on getting this sorted out because I want my free meals. But when we get the rats taken care of, we're gonna have to go and pay a visit to who you bought this building from. Because I don't remember there being any notice of rats.
No, there were no notices of rats, and that might be why this property was sold at a bit of a discount, because it's in a decent location, right in the docks district. Very cheap for a building in the docks district.
Yeah. I know you gave your 2% investment, kind. We gotta get this cleaned up so you can get your free meals.
Exactly. All right. Well, you better send a message to your mom telling her we're on it. We'll get it taken care of.
You send a courier to deliver the message to your mom that this problem is going to be taken care of shortly. And the 4 of you, after a good night's rest, make it over to the docks district at the site of Olaf's new cafe. You can see the sign has just gone up, but there's like a tarp over it because he hasn't opened yet. There is a condemned sign plastered on the door. Once the exterminator went down and realized that he can't fix the problem, he's put a condemned sign on your property. The door is boarded up at this point.
I'm surprised he boarded it up, but...
Well, he boarded it up because once he realized that this infestation cannot be easily handled, he did. It was his job to condemn it and to board it up and report it to the Council of Waterdeep. So until this rat situation is solved, your property at this point is condemned.
All right. Well, we gotta go take care of that, and we're gonna open up the cafe. Take off a couple boards, get in to see what it looks like.
You crack open the doors of the cafe, and a waft of this putrid, fecal odor of rat droppings just hits your nose. You don't remember it smelled this bad when you first came to look at the property. In fact, when you first came here, you didn't see any sign of rat infestation. And the minute you open the door, it's like dozens of rats just scurry away into the darkness. This is not just a couple of rats. These are dozens and dozens of rats. And some of them are looking quite big. You look around the cafe, and right now it's still under construction. You're still sort of building the bar, and the tables are propped up and the chairs are all propped up. Nothing's been set up yet, and you notice that a lot of the furniture has been gnawed on. There's droppings all over the ground. It squishes beneath your feet as you walk into the cafe.
Okay, when we're done here, not only is the guy that sold us this building gonna have to answer a couple questions as to where these goddamn rats came from, but he's buying me some new boots.
Olaf is gonna start casting prestidigitation along the way that they walk forward.
You cast prestidigitation, but you realize that it only temporarily kind of clears up the path within a few minutes. It just the effect wears off.
It smells a lot like onion brew. So,
can I light
Is there plenty of light in the building?
There's light streaming in only from the door that you opened, and you notice that the rats are scurrying away from the light. They scurry away to little corners and whatnot to hide, and they scurry into like holes in the wall. You can hear them kind of moving along the walls. There's just a countless number of them.
I pull out my giant spoon, and I'll cast light on it to give us a little more light in there. I can see pretty fine, but just to help anyone else.
As your light streams into this empty cafe, a new wave of rats begins scuttling away. One huge rat just comes up to you. This one is not afraid. It comes up and attempts to bite you. Hold on.
What?
I'm going to have the rat bite you as a surprise. You did not see that coming. He misses you.
Holy crap, look at the size of that thing! Look out, Olaf!
I don't have it in the combat tracker, but there's one huge rat just in your face, Olaf. It attempted to bite you.
You say huge, but in my face, as in like down by me knees.
No, the rat would be, in D&D terms, would be considered small-sized, whereas most rats are tiny or even smaller. This is considered small size, so it's about as big as a dog.
I will, as a bonus action, cast Shillelagh on my spoon and just swat at it with my spoon.
Yeah, I don't have it in the combat tracker, but roll an attack. Just roll an attack into the air.
Oof.
Ooh, you miss. Oh, wait a second. You rolled a 15. You hit it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. And then
10 points of damage. You just squish it, and these black guts just fly all over the place. The guts have this incredibly putrid odor. It's bad even for a rat. I mean, normally a rat's it's an animal, so you know what animal gut smells like. This doesn't smell right.
So these rats look abnormal compared to natural rats?
You can roll a nature on this, or a medicine.
Probably nature. I'm not bad on nature.
It does
But
definitely
in-
smells weird. As you examine the insides of this rat, you realize it's badly diseased. So not only is this rat vicious, but there's something wrong with it in terms of it's not acting properly. It's not acting like a typical animal would. Even a sewer rat wouldn't act like this. It's extremely aggressive, and whatever disease is affecting this rat has made it very aggressive. Likely, if this rat were to bite you, it can possibly spread this disease to you.
Yeah, watch out, guys. These something wrong with these rats. We need to avoid being scratched or bitten by them. We may end up with some kind of incurable disease if we don't.
You're not kidding. Look at the size of that damn thing. What the hell? Olaf, what have you been feeding them?
Olaf,
Hey,
unfortunately, your shipment of grain that you first got because you were so excited about opening up the cafe, you were going to get a shipment of grain to make the wheat. You got the shipment of vegetables. It seems like these rats have gotten into all of the stuff you brought. The food you got to start off the cafe on its opening day is pretty much spoiled.
I said you got. This is a lot worse than I thought. My mother usually exaggerates, but this is a bit ridiculous. And this isn't normal. I think we got.
Yeah, you know your mom's afraid of rats, but you realize that something is really badly wrong here. This rat, this rat is one of the biggest rats you've ever seen.
Did the other rats react to his demise, to the first rat's demise?
The regular rats, the small rats, they just scuttled away. They're not interested in attacking you.
but it's rats, so whatever made this one big is probably making others big, and whatever's made it sick is likely making all of them sick. We got to get this sorted out before they leave this building and start spreading in the city.
I mean, the way this smells, Olaf ain't going to be able to open this restaurant for about a year anyway.
Olaf, you certainly cannot open a restaurant with this kind of an infestation. Yeah. It's not possible. There's no way you can store food in a restaurant.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to open up a restaurant like this. Strudels are known for quality, and this isn't good quality. So, we're gonna. I mean, anytime I see a rat, I'll just blast it.
So you spend a couple of minutes just running around and blasting rats, but they appear to be without number.
And the
smaller ones aren't aggressive, then, correct?
He's right now. There's just there's normal looking rats, and when you blast them open, they too appear to be diseased.
Oh,
but they're normal size and they're not aggressive and they're not attacking you. That big one was out for your blood.
Can I step back out the door? We're in the dock district.
Yeah,
correct?
You step back out in the door and you take a breath of fresh air.
Is there anyone within eyesight that's a porter or looks like a general dock worker? Or
yeah, there are a couple of people milling about. This is the middle of the day.
Perfect. I'm gonna call over one of them. Just say, "Excuse me, I have a job proposition for you."
This man he waddles over. He's like, my name's Vim. What a job
Vim?
Proposition?
I do. Do you like gold?
Of course I like gold. Don't like gold. And he smiles and like half his teeth are missing.
Would you like a handful of gold?
Look, listen, that was a one-time thing, but my mama, I got morals and I can't be doing that again,
No, hold on. No, there's none of that. All I need you to do, and as I take out my coin purse, and I will drop 3 gold coins.
His eyes just open wide. It's like the most money he's seen in a month.
And I'm just going to say, I need you to get a couple of your friends to go and get as much rat poison as you can get and bring it back to this building. And I want you to pour some rat poison all the way around the outside edge of this building and then stack the remaining just inside this door on the inside.
You're talking about this condemned building. I ain't going in there. That's what because they got stories about this place.
Yeah, and I got lots of gold for you and your friends. And you don't have to go in this building. You just have to put the bags of poison in here.
Around, all right, I can do that for you, man. I can do that for you, Governor. I got you.
And it'd be, I'm gonna give you 3 gold, and I'll give each of your friends that you get to help up to, let's say, 3 of you, all told. I'll give each of you 3 gold, and I'll give you an extra gold piece for rounding up your friends.
All right.
I'll give you 1 gold piece now, and all the rest of the gold once the rest is here.
He takes your gold piece, he bites it in his one good tooth, and he smiles like, I gotcha, and he runs off.
Perfect. I'll step back in the building and kind of crinkle my nose and say, I got some poison coming. There's so many rats, we're going to need the poison.
Don't you think the exterminator may have already tried that?
The exterminator, that is something typically the exterminator tries to do. It appears that the exterminator has written a report about this place where he attempted to go down, he attempted to find the rat's nest. Without finding the rat's nest, even if you kill a whole bunch of rats, they just keep making more. They reproduce faster than rabbits. So he says he's not able to find the rat's nest, and it is not within his contract to physically go into the sewers where he thinks that the rats are coming from. He's found a small grate in your cellar that goes into the sewers, and that, in his report he says that that's where he thinks the rats are coming from.
Well, it makes
I
sense
think we're going to have to go there, guys.
Is there an upstairs to this? Or we're just the main floor and then the basement?
This is I don't think you have an upper floor, not the map you gave. No, it's 2 floors. It's a main. So. It's the main floor, and then there's a basement.
Perfect. I would say let's use your light, Olaf. Let's make sure there's no more of those big fuckers up here.
Yep.
And then I guess let's head downstairs and see if we can.
Yeah, look around, make sure there's no big guys on the first floor. Also look around to see if there's other, like maybe the exterminator missed a hole or something like that.
You clear out the first floor. You do manage to squish a couple of those little rats, but most of them scurry away from you and hide inside the corners of the walls. You're pretty sure there's no more of those big rats, but those little rats. The problem is that you can't really get them all, and they like sneak into little cracks in the wall, and they get inside the wall. So unless you take the entire building apart, you can't get them all. The walls obviously connect the top to the bottom, so they are too mobile for you to get them all. You know, there's no more big rats up here. You've taken a close look around. So you have this door that is sealed shut. It is blocked off with boxes, and the door opens down into the basement. It appears Helga's put the stacked boxes against the door to keep the rats out.
Well, wait, hold on. And those boxes and the door's blocked on our side.
Yeah.
That goes downstairs, but there's no big holes in the walls or the floor. How did that big rat get up here?
You think that the big rat probably chewed his way through one of the holes on there's a lot of gnawed areas around the walls.
Oh, okay, so there are.
Yeah,
holes
you think the big rat squeezed itself through a wall and chewed its way out of a wall. The big rat's teeth are as big as your hand, and it looks these rats, they just love to chomp on everything.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't realize there was. Okay, so yeah, okay. Let's. I'll start grabbing some boxes. I'll look to Olaf. Wow, your mother's a brave woman. I'm not sure I would have stayed here by myself to stack boxes in front of the door with all these rats around.
Well, she's supposed to be hiring some orphans to help her out get the place started. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and we'll move the boxes out of the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey Gregory, here, take a box. Put it over there.
You move the boxes out of the way, and it's very dark downstairs, and you hear a lot of scurrying down there. You think that there's probably those big rats down there. Probably a lot of them.
Uh-oh. I am wondering hear them scurrying around, going down into a basement. I will I'll light a torch and hold it in my left hand.
Down the basement steps, at the end of it, there is a sconce on the wall with an unlit torch.
Oh, perfect. Then yeah, and then I'll light that torch then.
What's the marching order going downstairs?
I think maybe Olaf will lead the way because it's his basement.
Okay.
I'll bring up the rear and keep watch behind us. This is Gray.
Okay, I'll go. I guess I'll go behind Olaf, and I'll take out my crossbow and I'll load a bolt. But I'm more interested in maybe hitting, keeping a lit flame in front of me, and my crossbow.
Oh yeah, my robe of eyes gives me 120 feet of dark vision.
Yes, it does. And as you go down, but the thing is, you're behind Kyan and Olaf, who first get down the stairs, and the first thing they do is light up the sconce on the wall.
Yeah, assuming rats are somewhat afraid of fire, I would think that kind of gives us a little.
Yes, the little rats are all scurry away when the light turns on. But the minute you turn on the sconce, this room is absolutely, positively packed with rats, and an unbelievable number of rats. We roll initiative right away.
Oh, initiative?
Yeah.
I mean, I know I would have cast the shillelagh the moment we were starting to walk down the stairs. Initiative.
Okay. Where's initiative? There it is.
You see, I got this new extension that allows me to pack like 300 NPCs in a combat tracker, and you only see the ones that are relevant to you.
I mean, you have to pack that many.
Nice.
Just because you can.
Yeah, exactly.
I told you there'll be a lot of rats.
Oh, rats.
Awesome.
You should have told that guy to bring back a cat.
Big one.
You would need like a tiger to get these rats. These rats could probably kill a cat.
We need an army of cats.
Yeah, and like big cats, like mountain lion-sized cats, to eat dog-sized rats.
Yeah, there are an insane number of these big rats down here. They immediately come up and viciously attempt to attack. Kyan, you win initiative as you light the sconce, and all these rats are scuttling all over the place. They are filling every part of the cellar. You realize.
Oh no. Okay. Well, seeing that, I am going to. I mean, I know. Yeah, I lit the sconce. I am just going to jam my crossbow at the closest one.
There's two right in front of you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the one on the left, and just kind of give a panicked, "Ugh, get the hell away!" and loose a bolt at it. Oh, nice. That says it hits.
Not hard to squish it.
Wow. Okay. Perfect. So seeing it kind of pop, I will, feeling emboldened, I'll step forward to kind of give Olaf a little cover here, and make room for Gray and Gregory behind me. So I'll move forward 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a token locked. Let me turn it off. There we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 5, 10 feet, and then I'll take aim at this rat number 9, the one to the right of his dead corpse friend, and I will loose a bolt at him. Okay, that hits 2.
No problem. You take that rat out.
Okay. That's my 2 attacks. And I got a hand cross. I will load up my 3rd attack, and with my bonus action, I'll loose a bolt at this other one on the left, because he's now the closest. Although I'm feeling... I'm getting nervous.
What do you gotta be nervous about? You're doing a level 1 quest here.
Yeah. Okay, so I will... Yeah, bang, bang, bang. Those go down. I've done a little bit of movement. I'll call out, guys, there's tons of them. Help!
All right, it is one of the rats' turn. Now, these rats have a special ability. When they scurry in darkness, they move very, very fast. So this rat makes it all the way over. Hold on, he's token locked. So moves it all the way over here. You can see it peeking around the corner. But that will take a dash action for that rat. This rat also, you hear some scurrying in the background. This rat, let me see. So the light kind of goes, I'm going by the light the sconce that you lit on the wall. So as long as he's not in that sconce, he gets to move all the way up to here. That's a dash action for him. This rat, I believe, is going to move close enough to engage you, Cayenne. But he has to dash, so he does not get an action. Lucky you. This rat back here is going to scuttle forward over here.
Gotta be nervous about. Level 1 adventure.
This rat scuttles over here. Olaf, it is your turn. You see that the rats are closing in from all directions.
Closing in from all directions. I want to try to break up some space, and I guess I will cast create bonfire.
Oh, drop it somewhere so we know where it is.
I think I'm gonna put it right here to try to block away this hallway, and I guess it'll add more light.
Like here?
Well, do I see that rat? Yeah, I see that rat. I'll put it right on top of that.
Yeah, go ahead.
The blaze.
You can do that, and the effect takes effect on that rat's turn, correct?
It affects on when I first do it. Yes, if I put it right on him.
Okay, so do I have to? Does that rat have to roll something right now?
It would be a dexterity save.
Do you have something to make the rat roll, or do you want me to roll for the rat?
I can roll. I just gotta.
Okay.
What number is that? Number 12.
It's rat 12. I know that there's a lot on the combat tracker.
All right. I'll do that and.
The rat fails his save by rolling a nat 1. That bonfire burns the rat to death.
So, and then
Does it stay there, or is it?
Yeah, it's gonna stay there. It's a concentration spell, so it'll stay there to illuminate that room a little bit and slow him down. And I'll just move into this corner over here. Unfortunately, I think that's all I can do for right now. And all right, yeah, that's all I'll do.
Okay, I have a question. If a creature moves through the bonfire without stopping there, does it have to roll anything?
Yeah, it does have. If it tries to go through, it has to do a dexterity save.
Okay. So these rats obviously would not be trying to intentionally move through some fire. This rat over here is going to come up. He is able to close the distance to Cayenne. But he has to dash, so he does not get an action. This rat over here runs around over here and ends up... He does not walk into the bonfire. Rat wouldn't do that, but he kind of has to walk around it, so he only makes it up to here. It's Greg. It's your turn. Gregory, you don't have any effects on your character. I remember I cleaned all the effects last game.
I'm gonna go over to here and see that there's the rats surrounding Cayenne, and let's see what do I've got that I can use with this. Okay, I don't have that one put there. Okay, just let's see. All right, so what am I gonna do? I'm going to, let's see. I'm gonna try. Sorry. All right. I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna target this rat, and I'm gonna cast. I don't want to do that. No, I'm gonna I'll just cast Firebolt on him for now. Yeah,
Okay, you hit him. Easy kill.
and that's my turn.
Nice. Good hit.
Try to keep it simple for this first round. Wait until you get more of them grouped together.
You get another rat coming out of the darkness, doubling his speed into the darkness, and makes it up right here. Scuttling out of the darkness. You get another rat coming from this direction, closing in from the north. And we get Gray's turn.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to move 15 right here in front of Gregory. And I'm going to cast web. If I can figure out how to use all this.
Yeah, just drop the token first so we know which...
Okay, so... Can I move the token? How do you drop the token?
So on the spell, there's like a little icon. It says
Yeah,
token.
do you see it?
You just grab it and you drag it onto the thing.
Oh,
I do not see the token
click
icon.
click the magnifying glass so you can see all the...
Yeah, it's open. My magnifying glass is open.
So it should be the first icon right next to it. Let me see.
Where it says cast?
Below cast it says effect, damage, effect, and then token, right? So to the left of the word token, it should be there. It might be obscured due to the color of the interface.
Let me see.
It might be, yeah, there you go. That
How do I
token's
make
not the right size. What?
No.
What happened here?
It's there. Wait.
What is it? 20 by 20?
Yes. Is that right there?
That's a bit big. Hold on. 20 by 20. Whoops. No, that's what I'm doing. 20 by 20 is 4 squares. That's the size. So place the web where you want all the creatures affected. If you cast it there, there's going to be 3 rats affected.
Can I get 4 in? It's hard to see because how about right there?
Yeah, that'll get you 4.
Okay, that's where I'm going to cast it down.
So target those 4 rats and roll their saves.
Effect. Okay, concentration self. Okay, there's the save. So I just have to drop it on top of them.
Oh, target all 4 of them, and then click the
control. Click each one.
Yeah.
And then
click that save button. There you go.
There we go.
So we have 2 failures and 2 successes. The ones with the X's on their tokens are the failures. So you can apply the web effect, which I believe is restrain, on the ones with the X's.
Okay. And this one here.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little convoluted, but if you do it a lot, you'll get it. So you cast a web spell. You manage to get 2 of these rats, but these rats are pretty fast. 2 of them dodge out of your web.
Now is web
move right
difficult terrain after that?
Yeah, it is difficult.
Yeah, the web stays there, so when more rats get into it, they have to roll the save again.
And that's the end of my turn.
But watch out, that bonfire is pretty close to the web.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I think
it doesn't get bigger, does it?
Nah.
You can't move it, can you?
No, I can't move it.
Okay. This rat is actually going to run up, and it's going to dodge around the bonfire, and it's going to run into your web. So rat number 8, you may roll a web save for it as it tries to get through the web.
I'll save for number 8. Okay. Which one? Right there, okay. Didn't roll.
Oh, you have to target it. Untarget whatever you were targeting and then target that. And then roll the save.
Okay. Well, I thought I did. Okay. I'm doing that and it's not rolling the save. Target?
I don't think you have it targeted.
Well, I'm control clicking on it.
I think you have. Let me see what you have targeted.
I don't have anything targeted, do I?
What you can do is, if you're attacking something, you can just drag it onto the combat tracker
Yeah, you can drag. Yeah, don't. If you drag it onto the map itself, you might drag it onto the wrong token, like a web token. That's why the token stacking is confusing sometimes. So you can instead drag. Yeah, if you drag it onto the combat tracker.
There, I got it. I did that.
The giant rat is too quick. Manages to dodge around the web. That is that rat's turn. This is rat number 15. This is the one that did not get caught in the web. He is going to run through the web because he's already in the web, but he's succeeded on a save. He's going to run through, and for the first time, this rat gets to attack. Now, you don't want these rats attacking you because these rats have pack tactics.
What's his difference? Didn't the web slow him down now?
He gets faster distance through darkness. He only when he gets out of the darkness when he gets his normal speed. The web is difficult terrain, but he gets faster distance. Whoops, he should have attacked with advantage. I'm going to attack one more time because that was a miss. Oh, I'm sorry, that time was advantage. You know what? I think that was a mistake because I attacked you once and then I attacked again with advantage. So let's nullify all those attacks and I will do one official attack against you. How about that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did it do that again?
No, please, Dave. Oh, damn it.
Well,
nice.
Listen, that should have been with advantage. So this rat gets you. He nips you for 6 damage.
Yeah, for some reason it's showing your attack was with disadvantage and advantage.
I don't know why. Something odd. Do you have something that's giving you
Nope.
Attacks against you.
Not
No,
that I-
15 is restrained.
15 is restrained. Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
then
he shouldn't have been able to move.
He shouldn't have been able to move. I thought the other one was restrained. All right.
Yeah, 15 and 11 got restrained.
I have to redo that because 15. Oh, he has that little restrain marker on it. See, this is what happens when you have 15 animals. Just forget. Don't take that damage. The rat is going to have to roll a strength check to get out of the web.
All right, I'll give myself back 6 HP.
Yeah, the rat rolls a strength check. He rolls a 6. I don't believe that goes over your. What's the DC you have to roll for your web?
I don't know. 13.
13. Okay, he's not going to beat that. We go all.
Well, it's a Dex DC 13.
Yeah, but he has to roll in order to. If he's already caught up in the web and he's restrained, in order to break out of it, he has to roll a strength check. It's a flat strength check, right? I believe that's how web works, unless I'm wrong.
I think it's a strength saving throw.
I think it's just a check. It's not a saving throw. It's like an ability check.
Use actually make a strength check against. Okay, a strength check against DC.
And the DC stays the same. So the DC is the same DC.
When it starts its turn in the web, and that time during its first turn, it makes a dexterity save. Once failed, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the web or until it breaks free. It don't really say. Creature restrained by the web can use its action to make a strength check. Yeah, you're correct.
Strength check against the web DC. Because that's how I remember how web worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I have too many creatures. Okay, Kyan, you're up again.
Excellent. All right.
I gave away the rat's special pack tactics.
Yeah, seeing all these crazy rats like swarming around me, I'm gonna just look over at the guys and say, "Guys."
Just like that.
Yeah, cracking the voice and everything. We're in the dark, and there's big, giant, black, pussy, oozing, disease-looking rats attacking. Yeah, it's guys, need some help here. And I'm just gonna take aim at the one closest to me, this giant rat number 4. And I will try and hit it with a bolt from my crossbow.
Oh, bad luck.
Oh man,
you got a little psyched out there.
Exactly. Seeing the bolt skip off the cobbles, and
you can't tell what's web and what's rat, and you launch the ball into a mass of webs.
Oh man. Okay. Starting to panic a little. I'm just gonna quickly try and load up another one. No, I don't want to be eaten by rats. Please no. And I'll loose another bolt at it.
You got that. You got it that time.
Perfect.
See, these rats are not hard to kill, but there's just so many of them.
Excellent. Okay, so that's with my bonus action. I'm just gonna hold my ground. As scared as I am, I realize I'm a little harder to hit than the cloth wearers of the group, so I will load up my crossbow for a third shot. I'll just try and point blank at this one closest to me, this giant rat number 5. All right, that looks like that hits.
You take that rat out.
Nice.
Right, and I will end my turn as I'm kind of trying to look over my shoulder while trying to look in front. Guys, help! There's so many.
You're doing good, guys. You're doing good.
Fine. You're doing fine. Just hang in there.
Giant rat number 2.
It's dark and it's scary.
Shows up from the south. It does not get pack tactics because the other rats are caught in a web. So it's going to attack you normal. And luckily it misses.
dice.
Giant rat number 11 starts his turn in the web. Oh no, this one's already restrained, so I'm just going to roll its save. It's going to try to wiggle out of this web. These rats get -2 to their strength check. So it is stuck in this web. I like the fact that you use your head and you put this web down. That's very good gaming. You may get an inspiration for thinking of using the web.
Well, thank you.
This rat is going to enter the web. So you may roll a because it can go through the web, right? It doesn't have to roll the save unless it starts its turn in the web.
When it enters the web, it has to do the dexterity save.
You can go ahead and roll its save because otherwise it's gonna get a pack tactics bite on KN.
And this is
Giant rat number one. I would say the alpha rat, but you're not sure.
Okay.
And he fails. And he is restrained.
Good job, Webb.
Can you put a restraint thing on him?
Oh,
I can do it too.
I was so excited that he failed. I forgot all about that.
I could do it too. I just I have too much stuff going on.
I can do it. There we go.
Okay, giant rat number 7. This one is coming from the west, and he's going to end up in your web. So you may roll a save for this guy.
Which is number 7.
13. He manages to scurry through your web, and he ends up right up to KN because they get super speed when they're in the darkness. Dim light or less. Olaf, you're up.
Seeing a bunch of rats circled around.
You do know which rats are restrained and not, so you can tell the restrained rats are like covered up in web. They're like belly up on the floor and stuff, trying to wiggle out. So the ones that are restrained, I think there's a little marker on the bottom left.
Yeah, there is. Tiny one.
So you know. So we got to keep track when we have a lot of enemies on the board.
I see Cayenne doing okay over there, so
he's doing great. He's doing great.
Oh, guys, what?
I'm gonna try to get some of those rats that are coming in from the north side, and I'll just blast away. The rats coming in the door. Did. Seeing the success of the first one, I'm gonna charge up and do it again on the one right. Whoa! Why did that one roll twice?
I think you had rolled disadvantage on that one.
I don't know why.
I don't know why you rolled with advantage and disadvantage.
That's kind of weird. It's doing it again. There, rat number 3.
What is going on here?
Going on?
I think you have too much stuff targeted, maybe.
All right, let's try that again.
Yeah, you have too much stuff targeted. Oh,
I really
no.
wish I would have taken one of the other rolls.
Yeah, all the 8 hits you got.
And I say, you're doing a good job, Cayenne. And then pass my turn after that.
Rat number 14 is going to enter the web. You may roll a save for it. Rat number 14.
Rat number 14. Okay.
You didn't want to go through the fire?
These rats know enough to not go through a big blazing bonfire. He fails, and he is restrained. Please put him in the restrained. You've got a lot of these rats at this point. Your web is more than getting its money's worth.
He's okay. I see him now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pointing at him.
Yep. Okay.
And you got a restraint on him?
I think I do.
I don't see it. I can do it too. It's just my effects bar is so massive.
That's what she said. Ha ha ha.
That is what she said.
Sorry.
Okay,
Now-
yes, you got him.
Yeah.
Now we're down to Gregory. Gregory, I just need to remind you, you have no effects on your character sheet, your character token.
I'm gonna say, what is with the lightning style ring around his portrait?
Oh, that's just for flavor.
Okay.
Everybody's token has a different like little style.
Yeah, if you got any effects, you need to put them on in case you're. If they help
like
you.
a mage armor or anything like that.
What do we have here? A whole bunch of rats grouped together.
Oh, boy.
Guys, is it good when the wizard starts cackling?
I see a whole bunch of enemies grouped together. You know what that means.
Are you going to destroy the web?
Don't burn the white place down.
Actually, I don't think this will burn the web.
Well, it depends on what you're casting.
If I modify the damage type, which as a scribe I can do, now would lightning damage burn the web?
Nope.
Okay.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do... Let's see how big this token is. Let's see. I want to...
That's the wrong size, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't make it the right size.
No, it should be the right size. It's just that the new update in Fantasy Grounds has messed up the token size. So,
I'm sure with the right size.
I mean,
So it's a 40 feet in diameter.
40 feet. Let me see.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me size it over here. 40 feet is 8 squares. So let me size it outside here. And I'll bring it back. 1,
That's
2, 3,
huge.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you gotta be careful with this particular D&D favorite spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go.
All right.
There you have it. Is this our first fireball? This is our first fireball in this whole adventure. You can have an inspiration for casting the first fireball in the whole adventure.
Well, in this,
Fireball is I know this is a lightning ball, but it's the same thing.
yeah, I'm gonna use because as a scribe, I can modify the damage for this casting and make it lightning instead of fire. So yeah.
Are you getting giant rat number 1 in that too?
Is this one number
You
one?
are getting every rat except for rat number 2.
Okay.
So
Yep,
you may target every rat except for rat number 2. I don't think any of these rats can possibly survive a fireball, but it's fun to roll the dice anyway. So you may target every rat except. Oh, you're having you can't have that token target them. You have to have your token target them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Target all these guys.
Except for 2, because you can't get 2
Yeah.
in unless you put Kaya in the radius.
Which I'm not going to do,
fireball might kill Kaya too.
but he can watch a bunch
I
of
think it's
rats.
really close to him.
Even if you're a sorcerer and you have sculpt spell, that would only make him succeed on his dex save. It won't get him out of the spell effect.
They
All
still
right.
has to take half damage. Is that
Yeah,
what that?
I don't know how to modify the damage type in Fantasy Grounds, but
you can't do it.
we'll work it out. As a scribe, I'm
The
not.
only way you can do is make your own, make a new script, like write a new code for it.
Yeah, but my archetype as a scribe, I can modify the damage type as long as it's the damage type of another spell of the same level, which
Yeah.
I do have lightning bolt in my spell book, so I can make it a fireball with light that does lightning damage instead of fire. Being mindful not to burn the place down, being a responsible adult here.
Can you make it do something
So-
like psychic damage, or does it have to be a certain list to choose from?
It has to be a spell that's the same, damage from another spell that's the same level. Otherwise, I would have done psychic damage.
Oh, well, no, there's like phantasmal force and stuff. But do you have to know that spell?
I believe
I think
so.
there's spells like Phantasmal Force or Phantasmal Killer or something that it's like a level 3.
Yeah.
I don't remember. That'd be kind of cool. It's a fireball that does no destruction.
When I cast a wizard spell with a slot, I can temporarily replace this damage type with a type that appears in another spell in my spell book, which magically.
Oh, so you have to know a spell that has that type of damage.
That spell must be of the same level as the spell slot I expend. So I'm going to cast Fireball, but instead of making it fire, I'm making it lightning.
There you go.
Cool.
There's no way the rats can survive the fireball whether they succeed or not, but it's just fun to roll for them. So,
but yeah, so we
How
get
do
to
you
watch.
shoot this?
We get to watch a bunch of rats get electrocuted all at once.
here we go. This is a traditional D&D wizard, wizard showing up, saving the day. Roll their saves. That's a whole bunch of failures.
Well, that's
All
a
right.
whole bunch of good.
That is a lot of failures. I think they all failed. Roll the damage. Let's see these rats get melted. You obliterate all of these rats.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh, congratulations! This is a special D&D moment where the wizard casts the first fireball.
All right.
You cleared the board. Well, except for one rat.
Yeah, because I didn't want Payan to get electrocuted along with the rats.
Seeing this bright flash streak past the right side of my head, and then this sudden cacophony and explosion of heat and lightning bolts in front of me, I'm just gonna give a ah!
And there's a cloud of guts and rot and putrid flesh flying every which direction.
Like the rats are it's like they get struck by lightning, and then like the amperage from the lightning goes through their bodies, and they spaz out when they drop dead.
They also explode. It's so much power in the electricity. You explode.
Yeah, it's a third level spell. So how much? Oh my! Get over 30 damage. Oh yeah, 30 damage exactly. Yeah.
It's 30 damage. None of them succeeded on their saves. You have every single rat failed.
It's like 30 amps of current just going through their bodies, each one.
They just. Olaf, this is gonna be a day's worth to clean up down here.
All right. Did you say you were giving me inspiration for that?
You get inspiration for the first wizard fireball that just clears the room. That's always a special moment in D&D. I know you tried to cast a fireball in the previous game, which got counterspelled by the Mind Flayer. All right.
Okay.
Gray, you want to finish it up? One last rat left.
Yep. I will take a shot at the last remaining rat that we can see, at least.
Oh, bad luck there.
Oh, my second shot, however.
There's so much guts in your eyes that you can't even see.
That's what it is. Guts and smoke and everything else.
Flying through.
I hit him that time.
Each one of these rats was getting 30 amps of electricity pumped through it.
All right, you end that rat. So after all the turmoil dies down, you look around. There's no more of these rats to be found at the moment. You guys scrape by without getting bitten.
There you go, Kayan. I told you we'd take care of you.
What the hell was that? What happened? Was that you guys? The big the whoosh and the boom and all the lightning?
All that stuff. The barbecue, everything.
And Gregory just looks at Kayan, and he looks into his spell book, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, that worked."
And all I see is like the hair kind of still standing on end next to Cayenne.
A fireball modified to lightning damage. Okay, cool. Electrocuted all the rats. Nice.
Olaf, the little wide-eyed and like looking around like on the roof to see like any damage was happened. Like all worried about that the floor's gonna collapse. I'm like, oh shit.
Well,
because
because it was a big lightning clap, it did not just burn down all the stuff here, but there's guts all over the place.
I still had that concern. I'm like, it's gonna take me a week just to take all this stuff clean.
Yeah, the problem with prestidigitation doesn't last that long. You have to like clean it old school style. You have to clean it the traditional style with a mop. But despite destroying all of these rats over here, you don't think it's the situation's finished. You still see those little rats scurrying away.
Yeah, I think we should continue
Oh no, our
exploring.
big brothers got electrocuted!
The rats aren't smart enough to realize that, so what the rats do is the small rats just run away from you. The big rats attack you.
I think after all that, I think we all be on alert and hopefully no other big suckers come out after us. But I would like to start looking around the basement to see if we can see where these things are coming from.
So after it dies down, you start searching around the basement, and there's plenty of little rats that you find and squish, but they're just without number. There is just constant scuttling inside the walls. Like you can hear through the stone walls, there's rats scuttling around.
Oh man, okay.
You realize that this isn't over.
Is there any other sconces for torches?
There's no other sconces on the wall, but you certainly can light a torch and carry it around.
We got a light spell. One of us has a light spell, don't we?
So if you cast light on your... I can actually put the light effect... Olaf, do you have it on yourself? If not, I can...
I can cast it on myself, I guess.
You can put a light...
Well, I think you already had it on your spoon. I was just thinking, it's. I know most of us can see in the dark, but...
Right.
Yeah.
There's so many...
But you realize that the little rats run away from the light. So as you approach with a light spell on, you realize that they're scuttling away from you.
Gotcha.
And you realize that the big rats are moving very, very fast when they are outside the light, when they're in dim light or less.
I think we should, since we've got the web up, I think we should just look over here to the west to see what we can see.
Olaf, you've been here once before when you were first looking at the place. To the west is a bigger part of the storage area. This is where you had placed a lot of the food that you first ordered, and as you go over there, you're looking dismay. The rats have gotten to everything. They've broken open the wine caskets. They've ripped open. They've ripped apart the You're lucky you didn't bring that magical jar down here. They would have ruined it. You haven't brought the magical jar here yet, or else the rats probably would have gotten to and ripped it apart. But they've ripped apart all the food stores you brought in initially to start your business for the grand opening.
They finished off the Mogar mead on me.
You had Mogar.
Yeah, that's the ones that are laughing in the corner over there.
anything that could be eaten has been eaten. It's you're gonna have to replace all of this stuff once you get rid of the rats. But you have no idea how you're gonna get rid of the rats because for every one you kill, there's 2 more in the walls.
Fear not, Olaf. It looks like a big loss right now, but we will get new supplies. It's
not a big amount of money. It just took such a big amount of effort to get all this stuff down here for your big grand opening. It's not the cost. It's just the effort that's gone to waste because of these horrible creatures.
All right. I think we're gonna investigate. What I'll do is I assume there might be a little pebble on the ground. I'll put light on that and throw it into the far west corner.
Lots of little rats scurry away, but there's no big rats.
Okay. I remember the report said something about a sewer grate that we might have to go look into, so I don't remember seeing where that was. So
Yeah, you didn't see
around.
any soup, but when you were down here last, there was a lot of old stuff like furniture blocking parts of the cellar off. All this furniture has been gnawed away or cleared out by now.
I guess I'll come investigate around the barrels up here.
This is where you were storing the Mogar's mead and the wine. They all have holes in them. The rats have gnawed through them. They can be replaced, but if you don't get rid of the rats, they're just going to do it again.
It looks like is there a quarter up here to the northwest, or is that just another little storage area, Olaf?
There's another storage area to the north, where through the web.
Let's start off on this side of the web and look around here, I guess.
You peek around the corner, a big cluster of rats just disperses. They hide under the caskets. They go into the walls, into little holes in the wall.
And we do not do we see any indication or see any indication of a sewer grate in this room?
You take a close look around. You spend some time piling through the stuff. You don't find any sewer grates.
Yep. I think we're gonna have to go.
That inspector guy say there was one down here? Where the heck is it?
Maybe it's to the north, guys.
Yeah, it must
The
be
north
back
room.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the question is, if only there was a way to block the rats from getting in through the sewers.
The problem is that the rats are coming from different cracks in the wall. And even if you were to block up those cracks, the rats will chew through the mortar. They're rats after all. They find a way in.
Question is,
Unless you kill the rats at their source, find their nest, and that's what the exterminator was saying. He killed a whole bunch of rats, but unless you're able to eliminate the nest, get the alpha rat, the mother rat, or whatever, they're just going to keep coming.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much in here other than some spoiled food and destroyed.
And we sneak around the web.
Yeah, you sidestep around the area of the web as to not get caught in Gray's web, and you go into the north storage area.
Okay.
Once again, a big cluster of rats disperses as you shine a light into the area, and you see that off to the corner, you didn't see this before because there were boxes stored there, but there appears to be a little passageway.
Oh.
Off to the east?
Yeah, off to the east.
I put my mother really in charge of setting this up. I don't remember her seeing it part of the deed or whatever, so I guess we'll have to go investigate.
There was no mention of an entrance to the sewers in your deed.
Oh,
and it's actually very unusual to have a residential house that has an entrance to the sewers. It's strange indeed.
This building must have been used for something relating to the sewers at one point.
Yeah, you're not sure what this building was used for. The previous owners seem to have just sold this place and disappeared.
So either they didn't know what this building had underneath it, or they're guilty of fraud.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they might have sold you a lemon and just ran away, knowing that this place is just contaminated.
Lemon.
I guess we're going to have to go check.
I paid big bucks for this place.
You did pay big bucks, but it was you thought you got a big bargain. You did not realize what the bargain has cost you until now. So as you go over this narrow passage, you realize it's not a sewer grate. These are straight up stairs. And you can smell sewage coming out of these stairs. On top of the putrid stench of these rats, you actually smell the sewers themselves. You realize that these stairs go down into the vast, intricate sewer system of Waterdeep.
I think
Very
we might have
good.
found where the nest is, or at least the direction we need to
And
go.
as you see that the stairs themselves, as you shine light on them, this is an entire wave, like a tidal wave of rats runs away from you, leaving just filth and rat droppings all the way down the stairs.
Oh man, we are gonna have to pay
Like
the
Ben.
priests to come in here and like cleanse this place with holy water.
Oh my
man.
gosh. Alright.
Well, all right. I guess that's 5 or 6 gold for all the bags of rat poison those guys can find is gonna come in handy. Good lord.
It might.
But you realize that even if you were to fill this area with rat poison, it'll just kill the rats that come in contact with it. That doesn't.
exactly.
Yeah, unfortunately, you realize that you have to get these rats at their source, and you're really not sure what the source is.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well,
I think we head down, right, guys?
Yeah, Olaf, we gotta take care of this for your mom's sake.
So as you go down these stairs, you're being very careful not to slip on these stairs that are full of rat droppings. And a tidal wave of rats just starts scurrying away. And you think that at this point, you've just seen hundreds of rats by now. As you get down to the stairs begin to curve like a spiral. And you realize that the spiral is going like a good 100 feet down, deep into the sewers of Waterdeep.
This is unusual.
Until finally the spiral ends and it opens up to a large sewer grate with sewage water running through it. When you get down here, you see more rats, and to the south of where you are, you see a big cluster of rats.
Are they just like in a pile in the corner, or
it looks like they're chewing on a piece of like a rotten a dead animal or something. They're not paying it. They're those big rats. There's several of them. There's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like there's 7 of them. They're just chewing on what appears to be a piece of flesh or some dead animal or an alligator or something that died down there, and they're eating it. So they don't notice you at first as you approach from the north.
We getting rid of these guys?
Wow, what is that?
How much space are they taking? Am I space for another bonfire right on top of them?
There is space for a bonfire on top of them. You think that you're a good maybe 40, 50 feet away from them. But if you were to get any closer, because you're standing in sewage water, and every step you take is splash, splash, splash. So you think if you got much closer, you'd probably be alerted. What's our marching order here? The sewage grate you're in is wide enough where you can pretty much all stand side by side if you wanted to.
I think we would be walking like Dorothy the Scarecrow and everything right down the Golden Road. Or the Brown Road is.
Okay, so you're gonna be like side by side walking.
We're off to see the wizard.
Okay, you are off to see the wizard. Let me bring you to the wizard.
Right.
See the one with it about.
It's actually the same map, just a different part of the same map.
Oh, nice.
It's another trick I learned. You can put 2 maps in one.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to deal with all the troublesome stuff when you switch map to map. Like tokens like disappearing for no reason.
So where do we see this
There you
pile
go.
of
It should
rats?
it should warp you to it, and let me bring forth the pile of rats that you see in front of you.
Nice.
There we go. My special extension that allows me to pump in literally hundreds of NPCs.
Yeah.
As many as I want. So
I'll reiterate, just because you can.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to.
No, but I can prepare the entire adventure, every encounter, for weeks and weeks and weeks. That's the idea.
Pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome, actually.
Oh, nice.
So you see this pile of rats over there. Who's got the best perception? I need you to roll a perception. Take a close look at these rats.
I got a +5.
I'll take one roll from you guys.
I have a +8.
I think Gray's 1 out on the perception.
Yeah, I think Gray.
Does anybody have any special advantage on perception in this case? I think Gregory, you might.
I might because of my robe of eyes.
Gregory, you're remember to put effects on your character, like mage armor or whatever you have on your character. I had to take them all off.
Trying to see what I got here. Trying to see what the robe of description. Might be in my inventory. Give me the robe of eyes. Give me.
The robe of eyes does give you advantage on perception checks.
Okay.
If you have it on. Now, if you have it on, you might go blind because Olaf, standing right next to you, has a light spell. You are standing in Olaf's bright light if you have the robes of eyes on. That might make you blind. But technically,
daylight though.
Yeah, technically, the light spell has to be cast on the character, not somebody next to the character.
Cast on the robe or daylight spell cast within 5 feet of the robe causes me to be blinded for 1 minute. Okay, so that's if it's cast on it.
Yeah, so if you're okay to be wearing the robe of eyes, you're sure that none of these rats know a daylight spell. Then
will make direct sunlight.
You want to get these robes dirty, these expensive, extremely expensive robes that you paid through the nose to buy. These powerful magical robes. You're gonna bring them to the sewers. You're not sure the smell will ever come out.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway,
it's if I'm gonna be going on adventures and stuff, it's not like they're always gonna be clean.
So I got a +8 on perception, and I don't know if you're.
So one of you roll the perception. Either you may roll with the robe of eyes, or Gray, you can take a close look down at these rats. You guys are pretty far away, so you have to really squint because the rats are in dim light.
Yeah, but I can see 120 feet.
You can, but they're still it's the distance that makes the perception.
Gregory, you want me to roll or you want to roll? I don't know what's your perception. Even if you get advantage, is my +8 better than that? I don't know.
That's difficult. That takes some math that I don't understand.
Gray, just go with it.
Go ahead and roll. Oh no!
I didn't say anything.
You see 5 rats, maybe a 6th rat somewhere in the corner, chewing the corner. But you can clearly see 5 rats from where you are.
Hey, my eyes are still kind of stingy from all that rat smoke back in the upstairs. I mean,
first of all, you're still getting used to eyes that don't even belong to you.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
They're big rats.
Yes, these are all big rats. The kind that attack on sight. But so far, because they don't really notice you. Because it appears they're chewing on something.
This would be a good time for an area of effect if anybody's got any area of effect spells.
Gregory did launch that fireball, but it consumed his level 3 slot.
One. I got 2 more.
He has 2 more, and an arcane recovery.
Seeing how well Olaf's, Gray little web spell that he did that I didn't know he could do, it reminded him of that wand of entangle that he has.
Oh.
And I think he's going
that might be good.
Go and cast an entanglement spell on these guys.
Okay, what is the range?
That's a good question. 90 feet.
90 feet and the area of effect.
20 feet square.
Okay, so drop a token that represents its area of effect, and we'll see who gets caught in it.
That's weird. I'm looking at it. Oh.
Okay, I know the token's not properly sized. What's the size of it?
It should
20
be
foot, he said.
20 foot square.
20 foot square. That's 10. That's 15 foot. And this should be 20. There you go. That's 20 feet.
Oh, nice.
Where do you want to put it? Excellent. So,
I think right on top of him, is that like an entrance on the left side?
yeah, there does appear to be like a little entrance, like a turning, a turn off point over there on that side. So you may select all of them and roll their saves.
Okay. Only 4 of them I see, right?
You only see 4 of them. So roll 4 saves.
3.
Well, if there's any other that's in the effect, they would have to save too, wouldn't
Yes, they would.
they? Okay.
So roll 4 saves.
Yep. Where did I put it?
We have 2 successes and 2 failures. Now,
Same as
now I'm going to roll a 5th save of a creature you do not see, which is also in the area of effect. That creature also fails. So
nice.
I'll apply the restrained effect to the ones that failed. I will apply the restrained effect to the creature that you did not see.
Okay, yeah, they're restrained. Is it Rat 24?
Rat 28 and Rat 33. You guys are like, oh my god, there's 33 of them.
But no, the rat that I didn't see that.
I applied it to that one.
Okay.
Because you don't know what that is yet because you haven't seen it.
Okay.
But it did get caught in your web.
Or entangle.
Yeah, now that you cast Entangle, these rats activate, and we are back in combat using the same initiative as before. Cayenne, you're first.
All right. Well, seeing the magic's popping off, and we are still quite a ways away. I am not. I'm thinking a ranged battle might be the better way to approach this large group. So instead of loosing my crossbow at them, what I will do is I am just going to take aim at the one maybe kind of in the middle of the pack, this giant rat 24. And I will take out my wand. And I'm just going to loose a magic missile at him.
All right, that is just damage then.
Yep. And it's 3 bolts.
You get 3 bolts? Yeah.
Perfect.
I know what Gregory's been doing is he's rolling each bolt individually, but if you want to roll them all together and do all the damage at once, that's fine too.
6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Yeah.
I could just drop the
But
damage.
But because you declared 3 bolts against that rat, all 3 bolts hit that rat, even though the first bolt kills it.
Fair enough then. Okay. So seeing, I figured the range is a little better, right? I can do that from 65 feet away, correct? Magic missile.
I forgot the range of magic missile. You may have to move closer.
It's dead now anyway. Ken.
No, true. It's my crossbow doesn't.
It's 120 feet.
Sorry?
Magic missile, the range is 120 feet.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Then yeah, that's what I will have done. I will have used that and end my turn.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of puff out my chest. See, guys, I can do magic too.
You was feeling left out, wasn't you?
A little bit. Giant flaming balls of lightning and webs
Okay,
and stuff.
rat number 38 did not get hit by the entangle. Let's see. We got dim light all the way up until where you have your light spell, which is over here. It's only... Let me see how much he's moving here. Oh, he can get right up in your face, but he can't attack because he has to dash. You notice that these rats are moving blindingly fast through the darkness. Somewhere to the south, you hear a rumbling. The floor begins to shake as if an aftershock from an earthquake. The water, waves of water come splashing towards you. Something is over there. That's beyond the rats that you're fighting right now.
Guys, did you? What was that?
Olaf, you're up.
Being that this rat is right next to us, I'm like, hey, and you're gonna take care, or one of you guys gonna take care of this one? I'm good at distance.
Olaf,
And
yeah, watch out. If you Eldritch Blast, I think you're going to get disadvantage because it's right next to you.
Yeah, I can't shoot at this one this close.
You can, you just, you'll be at disadvantage.
Well, I gotta. And all concerned about this rat that just came up right into my grill, I'll actually just cast bonus action cast Shillelagh on my spoon. And
Watch out, you got a whole bunch of rats targeted. So,
yeah,
just clear. You can clear targets. You're looking at this like there's 38 of these.
Yeah, I do. Okay.
Yeah, next time I'll turn on random numbering, so you have no idea how many enemies. They don't go 1, 2, 3. They just go 1, 35, 96, 58. So you have no idea.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely a hit.
Ooh.
4 points of damage on rat number 38. Unfortunately, the rat has 5 hit points.
Even with Shillelagh, I didn't do anything.
Well, you certainly hit it.
Yeah. All right.
Rat number 37 is also not restrained. This rat is going to come up with a mad dash right into your face because I think he has the speed. But he can't act this turn because he has to dash. Gregory.
All right. So this rat is within melee range of me, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to target him.
They actually appear to be going after Olaf, who cast the Entangle spell.
They know I was the one who did that. Seriously. Come on.
They got good eyes.
No, because, I mean, after you cast a spell, you still have this residual magic hanging off your hands and stuff. You're drawing attention. Remember, casting a spell isn't always that. It's not a one-time thing. It's like a big ordeal. So you have these magical sparks coming out of your fingers and stuff. That's drawing their attention. Gregory, you're up.
All right. So I'm going to attack it with my quarterstaff.
All right. You might be able to kill it with a quarterstaff. You got a lucky hit. You know these things have 5 hit points. Oh, no dice. You swing with the quarterstaff, but the rat is too fast.
All right, and that's what I can do on my turn, so I end my turn.
Don't you have any melee spells? Like a shocking grasp or something?
No, I don't.
All right, then it's Gray's turn.
Okay, I will. Since I am not within melee range, I will take my bow, pull the string, and attack rat number 38 first.
That's a hit. 38. Oh my goodness.
Goodness.
21 against 38. That's it for 38.
Okay, and then my second shot, I will attack giant rat number 37.
That is another hit on 37.
I'll say, here you go, Mr. 37. Have an arrow.
That rat is dead. Good save. You have cleared the rats that were rushing Olaf. Nobody gets bit.
Well, that's a good thing. All right, guys. Take care of the rest of them, and I pass my turn.
Okay, giant rat number 33 is restrained. Therefore, he gets, on his turn, he makes a strength check, correct? Same as Webb?
Yep.
-2 to his strength. That's a 12. He can't break that web. These rats are not very strong.
Does this spell cause damage?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
There are spells that restrain and cause damage. They're a little bit
like
level.
some kind of thorns or something that does.
There is a third rat somewhere in the mess, and it is trying to struggle its way out. You still can't see it very well, but you know its general vicinity in the middle of the web. It tries to break out of the web. It fails. And finally, we got this rat number 28 also trying to break out of the web. Fails. Rats are stuck in the web. You're good to go. We go back on the top. It's Kayan again. There appear to be 3 rats stuck in the web. One of the rats you can't see very well. It's right in the middle of the entanglement, right in the center of it. But you can clearly see something struggling down there.
Yeah, I am going to move forward this time. 5, 10.
Oh, get him, Cayenne.
How far forward? Oh, if you're going to go over there, you're going to be able to see this rat. So as you look closely, there is another one of these giant rats. This one's a little different. You realize that this rat looks like it is just heavily plagued. There are pustules all over it. It is drooling this green slime out of its mouth. It looks rabid.
Oh no!
It is right there labeled Disease Rat 1.
So as I come,
it's stuck in a web though, so you're good.
I'm gonna stop and like freeze frame almost to thinking maybe it didn't see me. I'm gonna try and really slowly load a bolt in my crossbow, and I'm gonna ready the attack action. If that big diseased, the big really nasty looking one comes in within range of me, I'm going to shoot it.
It's already within range.
No, it's not. It's my range is 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, sorry, I guess I could shoot up to 150 feet, but then that's a disadvantage, and I don't have that many bolts. So I will hold my attack action, and I'll ready it for if that thing comes within range.
As you move up, something somewhere south of this this restraining entanglement, there is an insane number of small rats gathered up. They are jumping all over together, amalgamating into this huge this mass of rats.
Oh no.
You realize that this it appears to be a humanoid form made out of rats. This is what it looks like.
Whoa.
No way. That's cool.
Actually, that is kind of cool.
And I'm really regretting moving forward 30 feet. Oh no.
This monstrosity is not affected by restraint. Half of these rats get stuck in the restraint, half of them will move along the walls, and he just comes right up to you. But he has to dash to make it up to you. It is now labeled the Rat Swarm Monstrosity.
Oh my goodness.
How you doing, Cayenne?
Oh, guys!
Olaf.
We really appreciate your sacrifice, Cayenne.
Wait, sacrifice? You guys can't do that. All that crazy lightning, spinny.
This monstrosity is an amalgamation of a swarm of rats in a humanoid shape. It is completely immune to that restraining thing. There's a whole bunch of rats that get stuck in it, little rats, but it moves right through it like a wave of death.
That's amazing.
Seeing this crazy beast that just appeared right in front of Cayenne, I have to go to my go-to damage dealer and gonna cast Shatter on this big behemoth. And yeah, whatever. What's the radius of?
Shatter, I believe, is 20.
10 foot. 10 foot. Yes. So
Yeah, it's 20 total.
diameter.
Yeah, I usually go by diameter because.
It'll fill up the
hold on, let me make the appropriate size for you. There you go.
Yeah.
There's the appropriate. So where do you want to put it? Like right on this monstrosity?
I'm putting it right on top of that.
Right on top of the monstrosity. So you can target the monstrosity and roll its save.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too...
It's saved against your shatter.
Well, it still takes half damage.
Takes half damage. You knock out a whole bunch of rats that just kind of get squished and fly in every which direction, but you realize that more rats come out of the walls and join it.
Cayenne, I hope you're going to do okay. And then I will say, go get him, Gregory.
Gregory,
do some lightning shit.
What you got?
And that does not sound like a bad idea, actually. When you say lightning shit.
You can cast another lightning ball.
I'm kind of considering that. Well, a swarm of rats shaped. These rats seem to be pretty intelligent, Gregory says, and then he's like, if they're intelligent enough to create their own golem, let's see how they do against the weave.
You're not sure the rats themselves created this? You think probably some other dark force created it because it'd be highly unusual for rats to get this smart.
Yeah. I think Gregory's passive intelligence would understand that, so...
But you know that something's not right here. I mean, this is some sort of foul sorcery or another.
So, I'm going to try, for the sake of time, I'm going to take this. We don't know how to modify the size. I don't know if that can be done on my end. No.
I think a 40-foot ball will cover all the rats here. All
right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll cover everything. It's like this big. I think you can safely target all the enemies.
All right, so I'll do exactly that with this, and I will do...
Is it another lightning ball?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Easy rat 1. Giant rat. Are any other things in this entangled spell besides the 2 rats and the diseased rat?
No, those are all the creatures in there.
And then the swarm monstrosity, and then I will roll their save.
Roll them all.
Good.
So, the restrained creatures have disadvantage on their saves, but 2 of them managed to save anyway.
Oh, wow.
The other 2 failed. So, 2 of these creatures are going to take the full brunt of the damage. The other 2 are going to take half damage. The monstrosity is going to take full damage.
Yeah,
that's good.
See if I roll as well.
The other rats are probably going to die. Good lord, 38 points of damage. You obliterate all the small rats. The monstrosity splits open. And then for an instant, you see the rats all disperse onto the side of the wall. But then they all gather together and reform the monstrosity.
And then Gregory looks at that and he's like, interesting. And then I end my turn.
The diseased rat actually weathered that.
Wow.
Wait, did he
What the
survive?
heck?
Yeah, he survived that.
Wow.
Because he took half damage. He managed to survive barely. You see that it's not looking too good, but it managed to survive.
And the monstrosity failed and took the full damage and survived it.
Oh, this monstrosity, you don't know how many hit points this thing has because it is made up of countless tiny rats that just keep getting replaced as you squish them. You start fearing that this creature may be invincible because it will just constantly replenish with rats. You don't know at this point.
All right. I'm going to cast Hunter Mark on the rat swarm monstrosity.
Okay.
And I am going to take a shot.
Ooh.
Was a miss, darn it.
Well, you do hit some rats, but it doesn't seem to affect the monstrosity at all. You have to hit it at towards the center where you skewer 4 rats at a time or something.
Can I take carefuler aim this time?
Oh,
and
no.
oh my gosh.
This one genuinely misses the
survive.
entire amalgamation of rats.
And I just hang my head down and say, sorry, guys. But I hate rats.
Still getting used to those eyes.
They'll get used to them eyes.
Nice.
Basically, there's nothing else I can do, so I will pass my turn.
Okay, the diseased rat, luckily, is still restrained. Is going to can't do anything but try to break out of his the entanglement. He does not. Still stuck in the entanglement. This entanglement's buying you guys so many brownie points here. You guys are this a web and entanglement just really holding back the tides. Kayan, the monstrosity is right in front of you.
Excellent. Yeah, seeing this giant monstrosity come plodding up towards me, and then seeing and feeling
It appears to be vaguely humanoid, as the rats kind of get together.
Yeah, and that's disconcerting. In that it's putting me at uneasy. But I am going to try my best to hold the line. So I will use my bonus action to curse this creature.
Okay.
Or thing. Give it some disadvantage on strength checks, I guess. And I'm going to hex it with my bonus action, and then I am going to try and hit it point blank with a crossbow bolt, and see if I can.
Yeah, you don't want to try to grapple it because this thing cannot be grappled.
Yeah, no, I don't.
But that's what the strength disadvantage is really good for with the hex. I found out.
Yeah, or if someone throws down an entanglement spell.
Yeah, you land a very good shot right in the middle, skewering several rats at a time. So it can roll damage.
Perfect. Nice.
It resists some of your damage.
The bolts don't seem to go in very deep.
Despite the magical nature of your weapon, it still resists it.
Nice. So I'm going to load in a second arrow or a second bolt into my crossbow, and I'm going to kind of partially turn my head as I'm pointing it at it and go, guys, it seems to be resisting. I'm going to loose a second bolt at it.
Second bolt hits as well. You skewer a whole bunch of rats.
Nice. Okay. roll that damage in, and man, maybe I should have went a different way, but nope. I'm going to use my action surge,
Okay.
and with my new, wait, can I do it? On your turn, you can take an additional action. Perfect.
It's a full action. You can do anything you can that encompasses an action, including casting spells or whatever.
Instead of that, I am going to take the dodge action.
All right, you're going to try to weather this thing's assault.
Well, I think if I could maybe try and sidestep or disengage, but I think that would just lead him directly back towards my friends. So I will hold the line, but I am.
This is what happens when John Ashford misses a session.
Exactly.
I designed this for John Ashford's cloak of displacement in mind, but he's not here, so you're going to have to figure out what to do.
Oh, and I got no problem at all taking the dodge action here. So there's the dodge action applied to me, and that is it for my turn.
Okay, Rat Swarm Monstrosity. Well, it's got a choice. It can either do a Plague of Weakness, or it can bite you 4 times. Because there's only one character near it, it's not going to do the Plague of Weakness. It's going to try to bite you 4 times. Are you ready?
Well.
Born ready.
All right, first attack. A whole bunch of rats just jump on you, attempting to bite you. Ooh. First attack is a hit.
Wah wah. Oh, ouch.
Ooh, you take 13 points of damage.
Oh, and my hex fails.
Your hex fails, and
Awesome.
you have to roll a wisdom save.
Yes, I do. All right.
That's just the first attack. You fail your wisdom save, and you have to roll a Constitution save.
And I have to roll which?
I'm rolling for you. And you fail your Constitution save.
Oh, man.
What was the
When it
Constitution
rains,
save
it
for?
pours.
You're
moly.
starting to feel not so good. Something's come over you. That's only the first bite. Second bite. Second bite's a miss. Third bite. Third bite, a 1 and a 20, and a 20 gets dropped.
Ooh.
Okay, that's 4 bites, correct? 4 bites and we're done?
Nope, that's 3.
3 bites. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
the first one hit. Then the
Last
next two
bite.
missed.
Last bite. Last bite's a miss.
Yeah.
All right. Kyan, you have a disease, level 1. You don't know the effect yet, but you're not feeling so good.
Okay.
Olaf, you're up.
Seeing that creature just attack Cayenne, I'm just going to start launching Eldritch Blast at it
Okay.
to just do hopefully some attack damage. There we go.
That is a critical hit with the Eldritch Blast. Very nice, very nice.
Olaf, get him.
Full damage. Oh no, you should have rolled 2. What happened?
I don't know. This
Roll it again. Roll the damage again. If it. Oh.
there.
Oh, you did roll 2. Never mind. Okay, 15 points of damage. None of it resisted.
And then second attack. 20. Yeah.
That is a second critical hit.
Oh, my word.
I think you're going to
I was
activate.
really concerned about Cayenne and everything. Not that.
I think you're going to activate this this creature's reaction with 2 critical hits on it. What happens is that as a reaction, as your second critical smashes against this thing, a whole bunch of rats explode. The creature disperses, and all the tiny rats all go back into their corners.
Oh. Nice.
You get rid of the creature, but you're not really sure you actually killed this thing. It dispersed, and Cayenne's not looking too great after getting bitten.
Guys, these rats, they bit me. Oh my
Combat's
God,
not
they bit me.
over. There's still a diseased rat stuck in your restraining.
Yeah.
Olaf, anything else on your turn? That was fantastic.
Olaf is just gonna look around and try to see where this creature went to, and not see anything.
That was quite amazing, Olaf. You saved the day because Cayenne, I don't think could survive many more of that creature's diseased bites. Okay, Gregory, you're up. The creature has dispersed. All the little rats just crawled away and crawled away into corners. But you're not sure you've actually destroyed this thing. Gregory.
He's muted.
You're muted, Gregory. There we go. That was quite amazing. We got 2 crits in a row.
Yeah, that is amazing.
That saved the day. That made the creature disperse.
Olaf with the clutch Eldritch Blast.
Way to go, Olaf.
I saw a lot of damage to Cayenne, my friend for a while now, and tried to defend his eye. Need to protect my investor.
Can I see the diseased rat from where I'm standing?
Yeah, it's stuck inside the entanglement.
All right, so I'm gonna target him, and he's 40 feet away. All right.
It's also you're also attacking at advantage because it's restrained, and it also looks like it's about to die. It's taken a hit of your lightning ball. It's barely moving.
All right, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip on it.
Nice.
All right.
He has to roll me an intelligence saving throw.
It gets a -4 to intelligence, but somehow it managed. Oh no! It fails. Okay. I thought it was going to succeed with a -4. This is why 5e sometimes doesn't make too much sense because a rat does not have any intelligence.
All right, so he failed the save, which means he gets an effect put on him, which means he cannot take reactions, must choose either move action, bonus action, or regular act. Can't take reactions, must choose move action or bonus action, and he takes 3d6 psychic damage.
That just killed it.
Yes.
It's not gonna react.
So I killed him with psychic damage. Yes.
That killed the diseased rat. So at this point, you don't have any more enemies that you can see. That monstrosity appears to have dispersed once you hit it hard enough.
And that's my turn.
We're out of combat. You're stuck here down in the sewers. Cayenne's feeling a little sick with a level 1 disease.
Gregory,
Cayenne, what's going on?
Is that affecting his is his constitution down and all that stuff?
No, right now it's not having a mechanical effect. He's just not feeling good.
It's kind of itchy. Did you see them? They were on me. They touched me.
Yeah, you got this weird looking rash forming on your arm.
Guys, I don't feel good, but I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, right? It's just a rat, right?
Right.
Yep, right.
You know what?
100%.
Technically, you should be kind of.
See, this is what happens when you don't have John Ashford, who's immune to disease.
All right. Well, I have an elixir of health.
Okay.
So.
Well, no. God, I'll be fine. I got my special brew too. I could drink one of those. I'm fine. I'll wash it out. It'll be fine. I'll pour some water from my water skin over it and kind of clean it and dress it with a bandage. I'm fine, guys.
All right. Well,
come on, it's fine. Let's go.
All right. Well, if it doesn't get better or if it gets worse, let me know. I have an elixir of health.
This water we're standing in.
Yeah, no, I won't use this water. No.
Oh.
It's water from my water skin.
I see.
And then Gregory's just like, can sewer water be made potable?
I don't know, but I don't know if we. Have you guys ever seen whatever that rat?
Yeah, Gregory, do you know
thing
anything
was?
about that creature? It looks like some kind of magical creature or something.
Yeah, it looked like some sort of. It's interesting how those rats did that. We're either dealing with intelligent rats, or there's more to this than
Gregory, you think this is something very, very kind of obscure, arcane type of magic? You need to kind of dig back into what you remember, see if you've ever read anything vaguely close to this. Actually, I will accept Arcana or a religion check.
Okay, let's see. Skill. Arcana +7. Religion is also +7. It's the same modifier. I'm going to go with Arcana. Maybe that's tower. Let's see what we have.
Oh, that's not a bad roll at all. You recall way back, you were reading about different types of dark magic. You know, things that cultists practice. Standard wizards wouldn't really like, unless you're some sort of evil wizard. Standard wizards are not really interested in this, but this is concerning the magic of plagues and disease. And there are wizards who, evil wizards who specialize in plagues and disease. And you have heard of a creature that wizards have created, which is a dark force, an amalgamation, a golem, if you will, like creature that is composed of hundreds of rats who are swarmed together and sparked alive by the magic of Talona, the goddess of plagues and poison. You have heard of creating wizards that create these things. Now I want you to roll another Arcana check, this time with disadvantage, to see if you know this thing's weakness or how to destroy it.
With disadvantage.
Unfortunately, you were more interested in reading about other things at the time, and you did not read the chapter about the weaknesses of this golem or how to destroy it.
Nice.
So Gregory just says, "Wow, okay, looks like it's either a priest of Talorum or some dark magic."
Talona is the goddess of plagues and disease.
Yeah, it's either a priest of Talona here or some.
Yeah. Talona is a very kind of obscure cult magic, not commonly practiced in Waterdeep at all. Must be some. It's in ancient times. There were some like tribes and things like that used to worship her, but this is not a commonly worshipped god, even when it comes to evil gods.
Wow, what are they doing down here?
Gregory's just like, well, it must be some sort of dark magic user, or maybe there might still be some priest of Talona that gather down here.
Wow.
It's possible, but you don't know of any cults of Talona in modern day Faerun. This is way back in like first edition kind of stuff.
Yeah, which is odd. So, which Gregory finds odd, but it's either that or some other type of dark magic user. Because what else could cause a rats? Because I don't think we're dealing with smart rats. We're dealing with.
Yeah, you don't know the weakness of such a golem creature because it's so uncommon. You can probably find the due to your background, you can probably find the information in the Arcana library of Waterdeep.
Nice. Well,
Olaf is gonna look at Cayenne just to see if he has an eye of like. Usually, when he fights creatures, sometimes he just gets a little
Cayenne's still looking pretty like
Raging.
he's looking a little raging. That like he's looking for this thing to show up, but it's gone right now, so he's got nothing to shoot at. But he looks like if this thing were to show up, he'd be going after it right away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Like he's under the effect
fine,
of the
guys.
curse.
I'm fine, but I've got my crossbow in my hand, and I'm like polishing it, rubbing
stroking
it.
it.
I've got a bolt, and I'm fine. But let's keep going. We got to find that thing, and we got to kill it. Kill it. Can we kill it? We should kill it. But I'm fine.
I don't know. Maybe we ought to kill it instead.
Yeah, I like your idea. Let's do that. Let's kill it.
Okay.
Alright. I think we start making our way down the sewer, right?
So you go further down south. That's where the entangle spell is. If you want to lift it or want to keep it.
We're gonna keep it. Duration's 1 minute. If it's been 1 minute, it'll disappear.
Okay, so after a minute, and it's going to take you more than a minute to gather your thoughts and stuff. So after a minute, the spell lifts, and you get down, and the sewers fork to the east and further to the south. To the south is where that creature came at you to begin with. To the east, you see another little waterway scurrying both sides. More rats down here, for certain.
Is the
When we see the amalgamation of rats leave, which direction do we see? What direction I kind of went in?
They dispersed and they all went south, and then they all went their own directions into little cracks in the wall and whatnot. Some went down that hole.
is the hole?
They didn't
in the
all
floor-
go in the same direction. They all went dispersed in different directions. The holes goes down what appears to be a collected cesspool. Like there's nowhere to, it's just a big pool of sewage water, like pipes that drain out. So you can't actually go down there because you'd be submerged.
Gotcha.
The rats have little like nooks and crannies they squeeze around in.
I learned this ritual where you can breathe underwater. You want to go down?
Yeah, if you want to pop a potion of water breathing and go explore.
How deep is this water?
It is sewage water. Right now, the parts you're stepping in are like 6 inches deep, and it's running.
Okay.
But
in this hole,
It's not too bad, man.
would I be able to use my quarterstaff to try and like gauge the depth?
Your quarterstaff goes all the way and doesn't hit the floor.
Ooh. Okay.
And down in the hole, it seems like the water's rushing, so it's an aqueduct.
Gotcha.
You guys know
Sewer.
just as common knowledge that eventually all the sewage water dumps into the ocean.
Yeah. So I'll say to the group, I'm not sure I'd want to risk trying to get in there. The water seems to be far deeper than my quarterstaff, and it's got current. So you're going for a swim if you're going in there.
It's also sewage water.
Yeah, I was just joking, and I wasn't gonna make you go jump in.
Well, if that thing's in there, and we got to kill it, I'll go in there and kill it because I got to kill it, and we should kill it.
Well, as far as you can tell, the rats that composed that thing, some of them went in there, some of them went into the walls. They just dispersed in every direction. They didn't all go into one place.
Yeah.
I first heard the noise coming from the south, so maybe perhaps we should explore further that way.
Yes, and maybe
I think we should head south. That's where it came
Okay.
from. So
I
whoever
agree.
summoned the rat swarm is probably. Maybe they might be crazy enough to jump out there. Who knows?
Yeah, if that's where the thing came from, we got to kill it. So let's go kill it.
As you go further south, scuttling gets a little bit louder. You hear some more rats somewhere towards the south. You can't see any right now.
Oh boy,
We'll
man.
make our way carefully, just to
Yeah.
continue going south slowly and as quietly as we can.
I think at this time Olaf is gonna blink Pepper into existence just to get an extra set of eyes to see if anything can attack us. She'll be like right on my shoulder.
Sure. So you fly Pepper over the bend. That's where you want to look.
Not. Oh, he's gonna stick with me. He's gonna.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
he'll stay with you.
Yeah. delete my token back.
It might be a good idea to send him down and look around the bend. Oh, wait a minute. I got that. I have
Hold on,
the.
hold on. That's not the correct token for you. You have to take the token from the combat tracker because that token doesn't have any vision. There we go. Yeah.
No problem. Maybe, yeah.
I have that.
Send
I was gonna say I have that mirror that sees around the corner. I would like to go down to the down to here and look around that bend with that mirror.
Okay, you look around. I think that is a very brilliant use of the mirror. You look around the bend and just hand out the mirror, and you see another big mass of rats.
Oh boy. What else can I see?
You see one. There are another 5 rats, and one of those rats is diseased with pustules all over it. They are kind of crowded around the corner, waiting to ambush.
Okay, well, I'll go back to my fellows and whisper to them the fact that there seems to be a rat ambush around the corner to the east down here.
Sorry, the monstrosity's still in the combat tracker. I took it out. It's not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you see another 5 rats. They're in the combat tracker, and there's there's another diseased rat, and you guys are like rat 45. What the hell?
You're just really trying out that new app, aren't you?
Well, you guys just came to clear some rats. You know, it's a level 1 quest.
I know. I'm just saying.
Just clearing some rats from the inn.
What you think is, you guys? What do you think our next step is? Since we know that there are some rats around the corner, and there's one that appears to be like the super diseased one that was down the other end.
I mean, I still got the wand of entanglement. I mean, we can keep
Like put it
casting
in
a couple of times.
Way or something.
If we peek around the corner, I can
Okay.
cast it right on top of them again.
Okay. That sounds.
Is that what we want to do, guys?
Yeah.
All right, get in positions.
I'll slowly with the wand come around the corner.
I could give him the mirror and so he can just literally look around the corner and see where he's going to cast, and then
Yeah,
stick
with the
wand.
mirror, you can see these rats without alerting them. But if you realize that if you were to turn around the corner, they'd probably see you. They're scuttling about this area. Looks like they found some stuff to eat.
All right.
So yeah.
I'll take the mirror, take a look around, and then use the wand to cast and do another block of entanglement on top of all these rats.
All right, is this where you want to begin the combat with your tokens in the present position?
Oh no, I want to be over here.
Unfortunately, I think I have to be able to peek around the corner. I think that's where I gotta be.
All right, in this case, I award you a surprise round. You guys have set up an ambush, detected the enemy early, and you're able to get a jump on the enemy before the enemy can do anything. Entanglement, let me pump it up to size.
Yep.
It's 20. Hold on.
Yep.
Is this 20? Hold on. It should be four blocks. 1, 2, 3,
That's
4.
20.
Yep. So put it where you want it.
And I'm gonna put it right on top of the rats so I can see.
That will get all the rats. So you may try to save. You may do the save for all of them.
Okay. Hey, got them all, I hope. 6 of them?
We have 3 failures and 3 successes.
That seems to be the going rate, 50%.
but this is a surprise round. You initiated the surprise round with your action, so we give you all an action. Kyan, you get an action. You get a turn before the enemy acts.
For the enemy acts, I think what I would do, because I don't want to.
Oh, did you apply the restraint to the ones that failed? Here, let me move it so you can see
If not,
better.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
I think what I would do is I'll come up and stand kind of by Olaf and kind of lean over his shoulder, and I'll take a pot shot at one of the ones that doesn't look stuck. I think I see one kind of in the middle of the swirling vines
There
that
you
I
go.
think I can see.
Yeah. Here, let me show you. So the ones with a check mark are the ones that saved.
But I am way too far, so I was 15 feet up to him. So yeah, same thing then. What I will do is I'm just going to come stand right up beside Olaf.
Yeah, I'll move the restraint thing so you can target.
Nope, I'm just going to stop right there, and I'm just going to have my crossbow loaded, and I will ready the attack action for if one of these creatures comes within 30 feet of me, I'm going to shoot it in the face.
Okay, but you do realize you're in a surprise round, so you'll probably act before the creature gets to act.
Again. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna... Alright, guys, we got this. I'm fine. There was 20 feet, 25, 30 feet to there. Sorry, I'm gonna line myself up with the squares. The grid's hard to see on these cobblestones.
I shouldn't be telling you, but just to let you know, you're on the top of the initiative. So in a surprise round, the whole party acts.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I will loose a bolt at this giant rat number 22 then. Seeing as it's the one closest to me. Oh, looks like that hits.
That's a hit and a kill on 22.
Nice.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Now, is this like a singular attack surprise round?
No, surprise round is a full turn.
Full round? All right.
Yeah, full turn.
So then I will continue just going through the middle of that swirling vines. And I will go for rat the next. Nope, he's too far away. I can't actually hit him. Yeah, I can. I'll still take a shot at him.
Which one?
Disadvantage. The guy in the middle, giant rat 23.
Okay.
So I'll roll at disadvantage on that one.
Hits anyway.
Oh,
nice.
All right.
Why was it disadvantage? Because it was out of range?
Yeah,
my hand crossbow only has an effective range of 30
okay.
feet. So anything outside of that, up to 150, is at disadvantage. So that hits. Wow. Okay.
Nice
and then
job.
I see another one of these giant, bulbous-looking, really nasty guys. So I will load up my crossbow for my bonus action, and I'll lob a bolt at it as well. Because I still am itching. Wow, that hit? Okay.
That's because that one is restrained, and your disadvantage and advantage cancel out.
Nice. Well, then I will also, seeing as I'm pretty sure it was one of his buddies that bit me, so I'm a little pissed.
No, it was the monstrosity that bit you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well,
they're all buddies.
Yeah, they're all buddies.
You're angry at all the rats.
So I'm gonna see how wise of a rat this one might.
He utterly fails his wisdom save.
Wow. Okay, so he gets a little extra stink on the crossbow bolt that lands in his hindquarters, but he is also...
These diseases must be a little tougher, aren't they?
They are tougher. They realize that these disease rats can really take a hit.
Perfect. So he's frightened.
Olaf,
and that's it for me.
Okay,
yeah,
Olaf.
I would assume my entanglement spell was...
Yeah, your entanglement spell was part of this surprise round. Yeah. Gregory.
All right, let's see what we got. I have to figure it out. And here, let's see if I can see this angle. Oh, I can. What have we here? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to use a second
Not a
level,
rhetoric question.
spell slot, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile. So, should I just target them all and just roll 1 damage for all of them?
It's up to you. Totally up to you how you want to do it.
Actually,
that would be real easy to target all of them and just cast it once.
Yeah, for the sake of time, I'll do that.
No, but are you doing 4 bolts?
Yeah, because
okay.
I'm casting.
So if you roll a 5, then you do 5 damage to all. If you roll a 4, then you do 5 damage to all of them. If you roll a 1, then you do 2 damage to all of them.
Sounds fair.
All right, do your damage.
Right. So
you roll a 4 and you kill 3 rats. Oh, nice. Actually, no, I don't think you kill those rats yet. You roll a 3, and you rolled a 3, so 3 plus 1, so that's 4 damage. So the rats have 5 hit points. The regular giant rats. The disease one seems to have a lot more hit points.
Wow.
And I use the rest of my move action to go here, and then I end my turn.
All right, and finally, in the surprise round, we have Gray.
Okay, I will move forward a little bit so I can see all of them. And is my hunter mark still in effect?
There's no reason it should be off. It lasts for a long time, right? Like an hour or something.
Hour, yeah. Okay.
Unless but didn't you fail a concentration at some point? Oh no, that was Kai. Never mind.
Yeah, my once a day spell.
So,
Failed the concentration check the very first round.
So I'll put the hunter's mark on the diseased rat number 2. String my bow. Take aim.
That's a hit.
Okay. Damage.
He's restrained, so you had advantage.
I had to think about that for a minute.
All right, he is dead.
Okay, for my second shot. Is there any one of them not restrained? I can't see the
rat 42 is not restrained. The one on top.
Up by the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take a shot at him then.
Ooh, bad luck.
I missed that time. Okay, well, man, it's hard to see the thing. Okay, well, that's my turn, and I'm leaving it up to my buddies to finish them off before I get another turn.
Okay, top of initiative. Now the regular combat. The rats are taking their turns as well. But Kyan, you are top of initiative.
Oh, right. Well,
this one went real well. You guys managed to take them all down.
Yeah, I'm just going to move forward here 5, 10, 15, like 20-ish feet to there. And yeah, I'm just going to take aim at the one closest. And
that one is restrained and you get advantage.
Perfect. See if I can put it out of its misery. See the thing squirming around, you vile, disease-ridden rat. Like, wait, yeah, that really is what you are.
Exactly. That's not even an insult.
No, that's an accurate description of what you're fighting here.
Exactly.
Finish him off,
so yeah, I will load up the second bolt and take aim at the next one, and same thing, try and put it out of its misery.
You certainly do. It's got his 1 hit point that cannot survive any damage whatsoever.
Fair enough. And then, yeah, I'll, feeling emboldened, I'll walk forward the next 10 feet and take aim at this one. And
I'll put the restrained here so you don't walk into the restraint.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you.
Well, it's not restrained. It's
he would know. He would know not to walk into there because if he starts his turn there, I think he has to. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I think you killed that rat.
Oh, okay, yeah, that hit. So I will loose that bolt.
All right, another successful wave of rats taken out.
I'll put my crossbow away and scratch at my arm a little bit.
Yeah, it's not looking
You
too
think
good.
those were all of them, guys? You think?
You're pretty sure it wasn't. There's plenty of scuttling all over the place.
Man,
You think you've just scratched the surface of what you're dealing with here.
so many rats, guys. Wow.
I give Gray the mirror back for him to poke around the corners.
So you look around and you see that the sewer the sewer grate now goes down to the south and then splits to east and west.
Okay, I will quietly sneak down and I'll use my mirror. I'll go back and forth and look to the east and the west.
There is a huge cluster of rats to the west. Now, not only, so there are a whole bunch of rats. And remember when I said these are the biggest rats you've ever seen before? Well, you stand corrected because you see one that's even bigger. You see you see a rat the size of a bear over there to the west.
Oh.
It is clustered around a whole bunch of rats. There are a whole bunch of those normal giant rats. You see one of those pustule-laden disease rats, and then you see yet another rat the size of a bear. It is enormous.
Okay, well,
In D&D terms, it is large in size.
So I'm gonna go ask Gregor if he thinks that bigger rat could maybe be the main one that we need to kill that was causing the horde.
Find out.
And what do you fellers want to do? Try cast another entanglement?
So Gregory, you're gonna go take a look at that mess over there?
Yeah.
So Gregory, you take a look at this mess of rats and you look at the big rat. You study its movements. Give me a nature check on it.
Sure thing. Oh wow, I got a +7 modifier to that.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Nature's also intelligence based.
Yep.
Nice.
So as you study this rat, you realize that there's something. Obviously, it's magically large in size. It's magically delicious. It's not normal. But when you study its habits, it doesn't seem to be acting much differently than the other rats. There's some sort of magical aura around this rat, you think, with your arcana knowledge. Like there's some sort of magical enchantment on this rat. This rat does not seem intelligent enough to be a ringleader of these rats, unless it's the ringleader and doesn't even know it's the ringleader. But there's some sort of magic along the like you would expect that there's some sort of magical power emanating from this rat. You can see from its glowing arcane eyes, but you don't think it's intelligent. Like it's got like spell slots and stuff.
Okay.
You think it's still clearly a beast, although albeit a magical beast.
So I return to the party and I convey that information to them.
Another entangle and attack, guys?
I would guess so, but there's a giant rat who seems to be magically enhanced.
You think maybe it's one of those weird, creepy man rat things?
It's not a were-rat. You would recognize a were-rat. Were-rats are
the creepy man-shaped.
Oh no, it's not. It's not that thing.
Thing. Okay.
No, it is physically one rat, but it's just huge in size.
Gotcha.
That other thing you fought was a swarm of rats that came together to form this vaguely humanoid monstrosity.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, what's your plan, guys?
I think we're going to have to fight it. I think
Alright.
entanglement, even if it doesn't entangle the bigger one, at least maybe it'll keep some of the other ones off of us.
So now you see it.
I would take the mirror again and try to cast around the corner.
Yeah, that thing looks horrible. It looks vicious.
Holy-
Absolutely vicious. Like those
What
giant
is
rats.
this doing in my basement?
Yeah, it's the size of a bear.
Oh my.
You know, I'm starting to think I actually have a lot of room down here. Maybe
Good
I
luck
got
getting
more
customers
for my
down
money.
And there's raw sewage leaking from a pipe to the west.
Whatever a 20-foot square is.
All right, let me pump that up to size. 20-foot square. I believe a little bit more than that. It should be four. This is, I think, too big.
That's 25.
Yeah. Let me pump it, bring it back down. That's 24.
That looks great.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Can't actually see where.
So you're going to miss 2 of the rats, I believe, but get everything else. So everything except rat 36 and rat 31, you'll get. You can roll their saves.
All right, yeah. Sure. How many of them?
Whole bunch. I think there's 6 creatures you got in there.
All right. This wand is coming in handy.
Yep.
We got 3 successes, 3 failures.
50%.
That giant one succeeded.
Okay.
Well, I thought that might happen.
They still got to use half his movement to get out of the tank.
I will once again award you guys a free surprise round. Have at it.
Nice.
Nice. All right, so seeing Olaf is working his magic, I'll come
And then
out
I will tuck back around the corner.
and kind of I'll stand by the corner then and block him. Right, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet gets me to there. So at this point, oh, okay, sorry. I must have moved right on top of it. That's someone's drawing arrow. I was like, I don't have anything targeted. Why is it saying I'm targeting?
Here, I'll move the entanglement out of the way so you can do your target.
No, that's fine. It wasn't the entangle that was
Yeah.
I couldn't see.
Well, you can also see who failed and succeeded on the entanglement.
That's
which is
true.
helpful.
That's a little metagamey for me. So
No,
I'm
it's
just
not
gonna attack
metagaming.
one.
You would see these rats physically stuck in the vines.
Yeah. All right. I will loose a bolt at. Actually, no. I will use my wand instead, and I will do a level 1 magic missile. But I will shoot 1 bolt at Giant Rat 30, then 1 bolt at Giant Rat 16, and then 1 bolt at the enormous, oh god, pustular phaser. Oh my goodness. that one.
Did I give away its special abilities by naming it that?
I don't know. No, I'm rolling with. I don't know what it is, but it's a big, ugly thing. So I will, like I say, I'll shoot 1 bolt at each of them.
All right.
Big, ugly, angry thing.
Yeah, you may target all of them and roll once, or you may roll individually. It's up to you.
I think I'll just do 1 roll because I think that's the right. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? I think.
No, well, when I play D&D like tabletop, I usually roll individually because it's more fun to roll more dice usually.
Yeah. Okay. I'll roll 1 dice, or I'll roll for each of them. So that one takes that hit. That one takes that hit, and this one takes that hit.
Ah, you managed to kill one.
Oh wow!
Because 5
Nice.
points of damage is its max HP.
All right, and that's it for me. Yeah, I don't have a bonus action, so. That's
Okay,
it.
Olaf, your surprise round is the entanglement spell. Gregory.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
You walk
Ooh.
down, you see the mess. Oh, did you happen to put the restraint on the ones? Yes, you did. Good.
Ooh. I'm so tempted to do it, but I only have 1/3 level slot left.
We're gonna have bigger creatures down the road.
Yeah.
Bigger than this bear-sized rat, you think?
I was gonna say I'm not sure about that.
I'm worried about that monstrosity coming back.
What could be bigger than that bear-sized creature?
Maybe not bigger, but there might be somebody making these rats like that.
Possible.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the big strong guy and I'm gonna use the scorching ray.
Ooh, nice. That'll hurt. You got 3 rays, so you can point it at however many creatures you want, whatever combination you want.
All right, so
Depending
and
on-
I'm gonna modify the damage and make it psychic damage.
Do you have a that requirement where you have a psychic spell or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Which creatures you're aiming all 3 of them at the big one?
The big one, yes.
Okay, so you may attack it 3 times.
First attack.
That's a hit. 9 psychic damage. It doesn't make a difference to this creature if it's psychic or fire. That's a second hit. 7 psychic damage. That's a third hit.
Nice.
7 psychic damage. That's a lot of damage. This creature's looking pretty beat up.
Heavy.
And I'll use my remaining move action to back up and end my turn.
Okay, Gray, you may take your surprise round.
Okay, I will move my hunter's mark to the pustular, angry. Why is it not working? It won't let me grab it. What the heck? Effect.
Another thing you can do is you can target it and then click it, and that might.
Yeah, but it's not letting me. It's not letting me grab the affected or do anything with the effect at all. There, something just happened.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so that the hunter's mark should be on it now. So I don't know what was going on. Maybe it was just an internet thing or something. So I'll grab my longbow and shoot at the angry fellow. And it was a hit. 1 at 8. Wow. Okay, and here comes the damage. Well, it didn't put on. I must have.
Well, it appears this creature is angry no more because you lay it out.
Oh. So
as it
didn't have my-
dies, the blue glow in its eyes phase out.
All right, so I can't move my hunter's mark again yet, but that's a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can
Yeah,
do it
so
next turn.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and take my second shot at the dressed giant rat. Diseased giant rat, I should say. Don't laugh at me, my eyes are bad. What the heck? Oh, that's right, I didn't put the hunter's mark on him, but I will use my swarm on him. This will be the first time today.
The swarm's not a bonus action?
No, it's just
okay.
ability. It's just an ability.
That's another 3 damage on it.
Okay, so that was 2 shots, and I think I should have moved a little bit actually.
Here's a question. It was so he was restrained, so you had advantage against him. Does that mean you get your sneak attack?
Does that mean what?
Don't you get sneak attack?
Yeah,
I do get sneak attack. So I'll just. Again, I'm not. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, you
Just
got to keep
remembered
track of it. I forgot about that.
Well, this is the first time I've had the opportunity today to do that. The hair.
Well, whenever we restrained the rats, whenever you had advantage, right? That's how it works.
Right. Whenever you have an advantage, or if one of my guys is standing next to
Yep.
him. Within 5
At
feet.
this point, you're going to have to roll a d6, and I'll take the damage off because it'll only add the damage to your next damage roll if you're with that script.
Just go ahead and just roll d6.
Yeah, and I'll take the damage off. That's one more damage on it. I'll just manually take one more damage on it. There you go.
All right. Okay. So I moved a little. I should have moved a little bit before I took my turn, but so I'll just end my turn right there then.
Okay, we are once again at top of initiative for the full combat round. Kayan, you go first.
Okay. Well, seeing
You got a whole bunch of them still restrained.
yeah, and seeing that the really big, ugly, nasty one seems to have kind of hunched over. I can't clearly see it in the swirling mass of vines and stuff, but I will take 15 feet more. I was going to say more closer because my English is real good.
Your English is more better.
There, thank you. I will move closer, and I will use my crossbow this time and loose a bolt at the closest one to my left.
All these Fantasy Ground updates, I wish they would add like a token stacking adjustment thing. That would make life so good, where I can put the vine token all the way on the bottom so you don't keep clicking on it.
Yep, that'd be nice.
They've been asking for that for like years. Okay, that is 7 points of damage putting it out.
Perfect. So as it hunches over, I will take aim at the big pussy one in the back. It's not quite as big and scary looking as the other one, but still convinced it was one of these pussy black ones that bit me, and my arm is itching fiercely. And I swear I got beads of sweat on my forehead, but I'm not gonna reach up to feel, so I'll just loose a bolt at it instead.
That's a hit.
It hits. Perfect.
Oof.
A little damage, and then I will use my bonus action to just load a third bolt and loose it.
Ooh. There we go. There we go.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Right between the eyes.
Yes, this bolt slams home, and you hear that sickening, like cracking, crunching noise as the bolt just plows into its head.
Don't you mean satisfying?
Thank you. Yes, exactly. And that's it for me. I moved, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay, now the full combat round begins, and guess who shows up?
Unwelcome visitors.
No!
Kayan, you turn around and you see your mortal enemy, and you're compelled to attack it.
Oh.
But it has to use this turn to reform right there.
Nice.
Giant Rat 36. Now, he's got to walk through the web. The web is difficult terrain, correct?
Yep.
When he enters the web, does he have to roll a save?
No.
Only if he adds his turn there.
Only
correct?
on the initial casting.
So this is 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of difficult terrain. But he has extra speed. 20... He can't quite attack Kayan. He's 5 foot away from attacking Kayan, so he can just get up to Kayan.
Nice.
Olaf, you're up. The monstrosity has reformed.
Dylan
Down
and
to
I
the-
handled that
to the
monstrosity pretty well before. I'm like, Cayenne's got the small rats. Let's try to take care of the big rat. And I will shoot off them. I'll just blast at it. Ooh, I hit it.
You do hit it. Last time you crit it twice, so that made it disperse. Just hitting it doesn't seem to make it disperse. Ooh, you crit
Wow.
again.
Wow.
I think it's,
man.
do the
I'm really
damage.
trying to make my mother happy.
Do the damage. I think it's going to have to disperse after. Yeah, it's going to disperse. You disperse it again. You
Wow.
guys- I don't believe you guys' luck. Okay, there we go.
Olaf is pissed.
As a,
really
as a reaction, the rats just scatter away in every which corner.
That's amazing.
And then just Olaf is going to be on alert for until it comes back to his turn. And moving on to
Gregory,
Gregory.
you are up.
Alright, and we'll check out this. Okay, there's how many rats are left?
Hold on, let me move this. There are 4 rats left. 2 of them are stuck in the vines.
Alright, so what I'll do.
One of them is right next to KN.
I will cast Magic Missile at these 2. They're not restrained. Excuse me. And I will do them individually this time. First, the one at KN, I will Magic Missile. Alright.
Hits it, but doesn't kill it.
Alright, well, I'll shoot the second dart at it.
Second dart kills it.
Alright. No, untarget that one. And then
Now,
target-
technically, with Magic Missile in the future, you got to declare targets before you roll them. I think.
Got a what?
In the future, you have to say, "I'm going to launch two darts at him, and then 1 dart at him, and then you roll the damage." And then just
Okay.
for next time, because
Right.
otherwise, then you know how much damage it did, or if it killed the monster. That's 4 points of damage, not bad, but it's still got one hit point left. Still enough to scurry up and bite KN. But I think it's in the same problem as its brother. It has to run through these vines, which is difficult terrain. So I think that cuts down its speed. Listen, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 4. That's 20 feet of difficult terrain it's got to run through, which kills 40 feet. No, it can't. It's got a double move to get to KN. Giant Rat 27 is restrained and will try to strength save, or strength check, rather. He does manage to gnaw his way out of these vines.
Nice.
And since it's able to do that, it does get a movement and gets up to. Listen, let me see. It was over here. Yeah, it's gonna move up to here, out of the vines. Actually, no, KN, you're not holding a light. It does come up to you. Gray, it's your turn.
Okay, I see my good buddy Can's in trouble there, so I am going to move the hunter's mark, if it lets me this time, to giant rat number 31. Did it show up? Yes, it did that time. Okay, do I have hunter's mark on myself? No, that was the problem. There we go. Okay.
Oh no, you
and
don't
we'll-
need 2 hunter's mark scripts.
No,
never
I
mind,
got
never
one
mind. Yeah,
on
yeah.
myself and one on the.
I got you.
So I do only have one on myself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and one on him. Okay, so I should be good now. So I take aim and shoot at giant rat number 31.
Ooh, no, bad luck. You rolled a nat 1.
And I'll try to get rid of him with this one then.
All right.
And I did hit him. Help my buddy out a little bit.
That creature
he's
had
dead.
1 hit point.
Oh wow. Well, that's As many as I could shoot this round, so I passed my turn.
Rat 39 is still stuck in the vines. Is going to try to strength check out of them. He fails. Still stuck in the vines. Kayan, you're up. You may be able to clear out these rats before they get to you and bite you.
Well,
Now that the monstrosity is dispersed again.
Exactly. Feeling.
You also noticed that when the monstrosity reformed, it was at full strength.
Oh no! I will. I will take aim at this one right in front of me, and try and hit it with my crossbow bolt.
Yep.
All right. Seeing as it
That's it
goes
for that
down
one.
in a heap,
And one last rat.
I will sidestep back up closer to the wall here, and I will take aim at the rat. And weird. It's like I've got the. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize I could, but yes, I had the token for the swirling vines targeted as well. But I will.
That's okay. That token has no hit points, so you can't kill it.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it looks like that one took a hit.
Thanks. Looks like you
Damage.
clean up. Did you hit it with advantage? It should be restrained.
Yep, it did rolled my attack at advantage. Yep.
All right, another big cluster of rats taken care of over here.
Oh, guys, did you see that? I swear, did the big one come back? I thought I saw it real quick.
Unfortunately, the deeper you go into these sewers, the bigger these rats are getting.
Yeah, and Olaf, did your magic send it away again?
It keeps on dispersing it. I don't know if we're doing much.
You don't know how many times you're going to be able to disperse it before it stops working. But that critical hit really knocked this thing out, and it just dispersed. But you're pretty certain that thing's not done with. And you realize that when it reformed, it was just as big as it was before, despite all the rats that you killed.
Maybe there's... Well, it's pretty obvious there's magic involved in creating the thing. Maybe we'll find the source of that magic.
Yeah.
But is that a pipe sticking out of the wall at the end of here?
Yeah, it's a pipe with raw sewage leaking out.
Oh. And then there's a little...
It appears the rats were kind of eating part of the raw sewage.
Oh.
There's a little hole. It's about rat-sized, and some of the giant rats were kind of coming out of it. You look down the hole, and it's just the aqueduct.
So same thing. Okay.
Is there really a skeleton right here?
No, there's no skeleton. It's just part of the map set. That skeleton's too. It's like a giant sized. If it were there.
Nice.
I think we keep on going, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll move forward a little bit at a time, quietly.
So you come to this. You come to this junction where the passage goes north, but also to the east, you see that there's a part of the wall that's crumbled down and gnawed upon by rats, and it's been broken down, and it leads to another passage.
Well, I'll look around the corner with the mirror to the north to see if I can see anything else.
It seems clear. You see a couple of little rats scattered about, but they haven't been attacking you.
Well, it seems to be cleared to the north. Looks like somebody broke through this wall here to the east. What do you guys think? I couldn't tell which direction that monstrosity came because he kind of came up behind me.
It just there's little rats everywhere, like they're in every which direction. That monstrosity, just the little rats just kind of form together. It doesn't quite come out of a passage or anything. It's just when the little rats just gather together and formed it. So it's difficult to predict where this monstrosity is going to reform.
You guys think we should go north or should we go east? Come out where this big old hole?
Yeah, the hole looks like it was a wall and it got knocked over and rats are all over it.
I'm intrigued by it, guys. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe go to the east to see if maybe there's a reason why the wall was torn down.
I agree. I mean, that makes sense to me. It's this whole area. It seems man-made, but for some reason there's a wall. So.
Oh, yeah, that
someone
wall's also
put
man-made.
something
It's
there.
just it's torn down. Part of it's worn down over time. Part of it is the
Exactly, but
rats
for-
gnawing on it.
So if I kind of peer in through the hole and look at the floor and
You
see
see
what
a
do I see?
whole bunch of those little rats scurrying about, but as you approach them, they run away. You do see some stairs that go up to a sewer grate, but it looks like it's a very long climb into a hole up into a sewer grate.
So I got a question before we proceed. In order to use my flame tongue, would that take a turn?
It's a bonus action.
Would that? I mean, if I'm carrying my bow, and if I want to switch to the flame tongue,
Well, in one turn, you can either stow a weapon or take one out. It's like a free action, part of your move action. As long as you
Okay.
can move, you can do either one or the other. Can't do both, however. So
Okay.
on your turn, you can stow your bow. On your next turn, you can take out your melee weapon.
okay, and then use the bonus action to set it on fire.
Yeah, to ignite the flame tongue, it's a bonus action.
Okay, I just want to be clear about that in case I want to use the flame tongue. So okay, we can continue.
All right, I'd say we keep going this way, guys.
Yep.
As you keep going that way, you see there's a mass of little rats that clear out as you bring the light into the passageway. There's a little hole in the center of the area where a lot of the rats pour into. It also leads down to the aqueducts.
What's this here on the north wall? Is that anything or just?
Those are stairs that go up. It appears that it goes up to a sewer grate somewhere. It's a very long climb.
Okay.
You look up and you don't even see any light up there. It's like that. There's probably a sewer grate blocking it.
We
Go
can,
peek around the corner.
is there anything in the hole, or is that just kind of similar to the hole that we saw down at the other end?
Similar to the hole you saw at the other end, there's a lot of little rats in there. Those little rats kind of hid in there as you walk by.
Gosh, but the same flowing water of the aqueducts below us.
Yes, but the rats have little crevices they hide in. They don't have to stay in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go and look around this corner with the mirror.
You see a big mass of little rats. You don't see any of the big rats. At the end of the hallway directly to the north of you, you see what you think is another sewer pipe with raw sewage leaking out. It's making a big puddle on the floor.
So
Is there any turnoffs over there?
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm asking Gray. Gray, peeking around the corner. Like, if you see like another like tunnel going to the left or anything like that.
I can't see that far yet.
Yeah, you see what you see.
I can see a grate that looks like it's the bars are broken on it. I can see some sewage leaking from some point to the north. I think we're just going to have to proceed north slowly and quietly.
Well, maybe if I send Pepper
Okay.
up ahead just to see if it's a dead end. If it's a dead end, I say we just circle back and go the other way.
All right.
You sent your bat up there, and you see that the passage leads to the north, and then there's a turnoff to the west.
The west. Mm-hmm.
There's a big thing of raw sewage leaking from a pipe up to the north, and in a turnoff to the west, it goes into a 4-point junction, north, south, east, and west. To the south of that, you see another big pipe full of raw sewage coming out.
Okay.
No creatures other than maybe the Little rats.
There's little rats everywhere, but you don't see any big rats. But there's a lot of scuttle. Your bat hears a lot of heavy scuttling in the walls.
Okay. All right. I report to the guys. I'm like, it seems kind of clear, so I guess we can go this way.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah. Man.
The entire time, I'm just on high alert to see.
Is there anything in this we can see down in this sewer grate where the sewer grate's busted?
It's aqueduct water. There are probably 3 dozen of those little rats hiding in there, scuttling around.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's kind of the same as the holes in.
Yep.
No, but there's more little rats down there. And you see they're crawling out of those little cracks in the floor, crawling in and out, kind of sniffing around.
So there is rushing water down in the bottom of this?
Yeah. The water, you believe, eventually meets up and pours out into the ocean somewhere.
Okay. So
But the floor itself here is cracked from worn down with time.
Okay.
And rats gnawing on it and stuff. This Waterdeep needs a infrastructure bill.
Exactly. Hope their Congress is better than ours then. I use my mirror to look to the west.
You look to the west and you see that there's a big hole in the center of the 4-point junction. There is water flowing north and south. Some of it is pouring into the hole.
Okay. No creatures? Well,
Little rats.
alright.
More rats.
Venture on, I guess.
Okay, you stop there. As you move forward here, the tables have turned. Everybody stops. This is where we begin. The tables have turned. You guys have gotten some good surprise round. This time, you guys are surprised.
Ooh.
No.
You didn't want to get tangled in again.
I don't mind if you cast Entangled. This time, inside that little pipe with the raw sewage coming out, there were a whole bunch of giant rats hiding, and they rush out to surprise you. They get their surprise round. Giant rat rushes out. I'm going to put it in a tile. It's going to attempt to bite you.
Alright. I'll put myself in a tile. Or in a on a red grid.
Olaf, you get bitten by the giant rat. You take 4 points of piercing damage. I believe that was a concentration in your previous entanglement.
Probably.
Luckily, this one is not diseased. This one, however, is diseased. Pours out. Now it's got pack tactics. It nips you, Olaf. You take an additional 4 points of damage. You roll a Constitution save. Olaf, you're not feeling so good. And then from the raw sewage pipe to the south of this junction, something comes out. It is the bear-sized rat. This one has a shaky leg. Therefore, I'm dropping its speed. It's got to double move in order to get to Gray, so it can't attack even though it has surprise. This one's got a bum leg. This rat is coming out of this sewer pipe. It's got the speed. It's coming up. It's going to try to bite you. Oh, it does have pack tactics. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here we go. Bite on Gray. Oh, my goodness. Your hunter mark is still good, but you take a good chunk of damage, 5 points of damage. Luckily, this one is not diseased. Rat 17 comes over here. Hold on, let me mark the distance. 25 feet. By the time it gets here, it's in the light, so it's got normal speed. Therefore, it cannot move and attack this turn, so it can only move up to you. You lucky dog. Rat number 18, same thing. It can't move and attack, so it can move up to you and surround you. We have a second diseased rat, pustular, disgusting freak of a rat, comes out. I don't even think it can move to surround you. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
It can move up to here. We're not done. We got another rat that comes up. I think it can get up to here. We got another rat that's gonna come up to here. So an insane amount of large rats pour out of the sewage drain. 3 of them are diseased. They just pack in on you. Now we're into the regular combat round, Kay, and you're up. You are surrounded.
Okay. Yikes.
You guys have walked into the rat ambush.
Yeah, that's a lot.
The tables have turned. You guys have been chomping down these rats with your surprise attacks. But this time you did not notice the raw sewage pipes and the rats therein.
Fair enough. Okay, so seeing the swarm of these rats falling over Olaf and I and over Gray, but seeing the black ones, I know there's that really big one, but the black ones, again, they're the ones I'm convinced are the ones that bit me, and I hold an extra special grudge against them. So I'm going to take aim at the first one I saw, diseased giant rat number 3, and I am going to loose a crossbow bolt at it.
That's a hit.
Excellent. And I will put a little extra on it. Let's see, how wise is he?
He's not very wise.
He is not. Alright, so he takes a little extra damage and gets that put on him. And then I'm going to take aim at the next one. Closest to me, I guess that would be this one. I think, yeah. I'm going to call it disease rat number 5, Cinco.
Yep.
And I will loose a bolt at him. Excellent. And point of that. And same thing, I'm going to see how wise of a rat. Oh, we found the ringleader, boys.
You found a very wise rat. I don't know why, but it's extremely wise.
Excellent. Well, he takes a little extra damage.
You know, 5th edition should have a stipulation. Certain spells, certain creatures auto-fail. Like a creature with an intelligence of 2 should auto-fail a phantasmal force. You know? It just makes no sense. It makes no sense that you can roll a 20 and a creature with 0 intelligence can manage to survive.
Well, in literal sense, a creature with 0 intelligence is one of 2 things: either a vegetable or a corpse.
Well, like let's say you're fighting some sort of poisonous vegetable, and then it succeeds on intelligence.
A rat.
No, there are like that mushroom, that poisonous poison bloom or whatever.
Well, it would have a modifier of -5. A creature with 0 intelligence.
All right, a giant rat, 41. Now that it has surrounded you, it gets very dangerous. It attacks with pack tactics. That is a hit on Olaf.
What's the flesh wound?
Just a flesh wound, but this diseased rat is interested in more than a flesh wound. You have level 1 disease, Olaf. He's going to attack you with pack tactics. Oh, that should have been advantage. I'm going to roll one more time, okay?
No, he's frightened.
Oh, he's frightened. And you're in his sight. I'm sorry. So he misses you. He misses.
Nice.
Gregory, do you have your robe of eyes on?
I do.
You do. So you see this enormous bear-sized pustular phase rat. You see it enter the astral plane.
Or into the ethereal plane?
Ethereal plane.
Phased rat.
It's a phase rat. However, its speed is decreased because it's got a bum leg. Therefore, it can't totally make it over to you. It is in the ethereal plane, and it walks over here, and it walks down here, but then it's got a double move, and it rephases right next to you. It is drawn to your arcane energy, and it's interested in biting you in the face. But it can't act this turn. This creature somehow has the arcane ability to phase into the ethereal plane.
Gregory just looks at that and then looks at his spellbook and he's like, interesting. Rats that can go ethereal.
This
Really?
rat,
That's what you're thinking right now?
this rat is attacking Gray, but it loses pack tactics because there's nothing else around Gray. So it's going to do a normal attack. Oh, without pack tactics, it still gets you.
Mm-hmm.
4 points of damage, and your hunter's mark goes down.
Okay.
Olaf, what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rats. And a huge one.
That's a good question. I feel like I need to get away from everybody.
You could, but where are you going to go?
That is a good question.
If you were to walk out, you'd be taking a lot of opportunity attacks that you don't want to be taking.
I understand that. I am going to...
Bear in mind, I designed this adventure with John's Cloak of Displacement. To foil John's Cloak of Displacement, and now that John's not here, you guys have to... I did tone it down a little bit.
I think what Olaf is going to do, like, he just got attacked. A whole bunch of rats in front of him. He's going to reach into his scroll bag and pull out a Misty Step scroll. Okay,
that'll get you out of there. Yeah. I also had Ragmir's Spirit Guardians in mind.
So 30 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
Try to put yourself in a square if possible. And
I wasn't in a square.
Oh, you are. Never mind. I put you out of a square. So that was your bonus action. You still have a regular action.
Yep. And I'll start blasting away at all the rats that are near Cayenne.
All right, you can.
With Eldritch Blast.
That's a hit. That's a kill.
It might not target me. Disease rat. Yeah, there we go. Shoot the other disease rat.
That's another hit.
Kill him.
And then
that's another kill. Excellent.
And then
Definitely helped
And then
out.
I'm still gonna use just a little bit of my movement to get a little bit more distance away from those rats, and then I will pass my turn.
Okay, rats
Hey,
still.
you got this, Cayenne.
Luckily, Olaf killed that rat that was next to you, so this rat no longer has pack tactics. Attempts to bite you with a regular attack. He fails. Gregory, it's your turn. The big rat seems to be very interested in you. He is drawn to your arcane powers. He likes your magic.
See it? Can Gregory still see it?
Yeah, because I have.
No,
Okay.
he at the end of the rat's turn, he comes back into the material plane. He can't stay in the ethereal plane.
I have 120 feet of ethereal vision, so
Yeah.
I can.
But
The rat-
this rat, even though this rat can enter the ethereal plane, it can't
I
stay
see
there.
now. I didn't.
It has
I
to.
didn't
It has
see him.
to. Well, the thing is, if Gregory weren't able to see the ethereal plane, you would just see the rat blink out and blink back in.
I see.
Ooh, he's close to me. Let's see.
He's very interested in you. He really wants to bite your face.
Oh, well, if my passive insight tells me that, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Let's see. So, what is it?
You can put dimensional shackles on him.
If I had dimensional shackles,
You'd probably have to grapple him first.
but what I'll do. I'm going to target him. And then I'm going to cast Cause Fear.
Okay, very nice. Let's see if this rat is wise enough to avoid your fear. He is not. He is feared.
Good job,
Oh.
Gregory.
So you can put the frightened thing on him. Now, this is the cause fear that forces him to move as far as possible, right? Like he has to move. Like not the other one where they can choose not to move, or something. He has to move. Is it that the one?
Okay, he's frightened. The frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn, ending the effect. So,
But does the frightened target have to use its turn to run? Is it that spell? I know there's two different types of fear. There's one where the target doesn't have to run. There's one where it has to.
it doesn't say that it has to run away from me, but I know it's frightened of me. Which, let's see. Right.
Okay, you're right. It's not the same one.
Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within the line of sight.
Yeah. So it's the same as the Cayenne sphere.
And it cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear, which it's already in melee range of me. So attacks against me have disadvantage.
Yeah, this creature is pretty simple-minded. It's gonna run from you.
So yeah,
It's not gonna sit there and try to withstand your spell. It's gonna run. It's pretty simple-minded.
he's now frightened of me.
Yeah,
and
you see, it's turning its back. It's trying to
so
run.
I will end my turn on that note.
Nice.
Gray, you got a lot of enemies around you.
Right, I'm casting Zephyr Strike,
Okay,
and
that makes you mobile. You can move around.
I didn't
no opportunity attacks either.
that.
So I'm going to move 5, 10. It gives me 30 extra speed, 15. If I move right over there, that's 50. I should be able to get there, right?
Yep. Now you got Kay and tanking all these all these rats.
Well, I'm hoping I can help him kill him. So I'm going to take my take a shot at I'm going to take a shot at diseased rat. Which one's hurt?
The
Diseased
one
rat
3 is hurt.
number 3. So I'm going to go take a shot at
That
diseased
that
rat
one's definitely bloodied. Bloodied meaning half hit points or lower. We used to announce that in 4th edition because there's effects that take place.
and it's a hit. And I also get 8 extra. Well, let me just go ahead and do it now because I got another shot anyway. So So
That killed it.
okay, so I'm going to take the shot at the other diseased rat. That's a hit. And I'm going to put the extra 8 damage on from Zephyr Strike on this one. Let's see, I should just have to put that. Zephyr Strike. See, it did put on. What's the little check marks that come on my little effects sometimes?
What check mark?
Well, there was a little like it's on there right now. I don't know if you could see it, but there's like a slash and a red mark on all my effects and on Zephyr Strike. And that's what it was a little bit ago when I couldn't use the effect.
Oh, it means the effect is in action. And
Okay.
The slash.
Oh, okay.
If you click on the slash mark, it means you toggle it on and off. You see what I mean?
So it's waiting on damage then.
Yeah.
I see. Yep, there. Okay. And I'm also going to send my swarm at that offensive rat.
Ooh, not quite enough to kill it though.
That was close. Okay, well. Say, Can, I did the best I could. You're already diseased anyway, so we'll take care of you after we're done.
He's level 1 diseased. You don't want to get to.
Scratch at the wound.
All right, Kane, you gotta.
What do you mean?
You're gonna have to weather a couple of rat bites. So this one's gonna come over, take up that empty spot, use pack tactics to gain advantage on its bite on you. He misses. This one does the same thing. Takes that empty slot, uses advantage for pack tactics. That one's gonna snag you. You can take a little nibble from him. You do have to roll a wisdom save for your curse.
Where's wisdom? There we go.
Well, that's part of his curse.
You succeed on the wisdom save. You are not. It's part of the crossbow that he's in love with.
Oh, okay.
And then finally, the diseased rat is going to come around over here, using his pack tactics, try to snag you.
I tried to take him down.
Ooh, that's going to be a hit. You take some damage from the rat, and you get your Constitution save.
Okay.
You succeed. You are still at level 1 disease.
You're the man.
But you fail on your wisdom, so you are compelled to kill this rat that just bit you.
Oh, that's what it means. Cool.
Okay, and it's your turn. You must attack the rat.
Yep, exactly.
The diseased one.
The one rat bites my leg, and I'm looking at it, ready to kill it, and then the other one bites me from behind, and rah! I'm going to, at great peril to myself, turn my back on all of these rats and singularly focus on the diseased rat 6. And I'm just going to, with no grace, I'm just going to like jam the crossbow into its face as I pull the trigger to loose the bolt.
With passion and anger and bloodlust, you slam a bolt right between its eyes. It goes down. You are freed from the curse for now.
Whew, okay. Scratch my arm as I reload up a new bolt, but seeing I'm completely surrounded, I see Gregory right beside this big thing, so I think what I will do...
The big thing has turned its back and began running away from Gregory. It's afraid of Gregory because of Gregory's magic.
That's true, and I would be able to see it looking in its direction, that it's facing me and not Gregory.
Yeah, it looks like it's about to run.
Perfect. So then what I will do then is I'm just going to target the next one beside me and go, "Run, Gregory, run!" as I take aim and try and kill one of these ones beside me.
All right, you got it. You got it.
Perfect. And then
Good
I'll
turn.
just load up my bonus action for my third attack and loose a bolt into the next one. There we go. and I'm not going to try and move. I will stay where I am.
All right, this rat over here is going to take up that empty spot. Pack tactics. Bite. It snags you with a bite. Luckily, it's not diseased. You take 7 points of damage. You roll another wisdom to see if you get compelled to attack it. You succeed on the wisdom.
Right.
Guess what?
What?
Your friend shows up again.
No.
As
he
a
does.
massive amalgamation of little rats gather around that little hole, and the monstrosity reappears at its full strength.
Oh no.
Now this enormous pustular face rat is under the fear spell. It is going to try to get away from you, Gregory. It enters the ethereal plane, so you can't opportunity attack even though you see it. And it's got a gimp leg, so it can't move very far. Let's see, one. It moves over here and reappears over here, running away from Gregory. This rat is going to take his place among the others and try to swarm Kayan. That's going to hit Kayan.
Man.
You got to understand, this was intended for John Ashford.
It's all good.
All right, Olaf, the monstrosity has reappeared right next to you, to the south. You see that all these little rats are kind of piling on top of each other, and it's starting to take that humanoid shape again. Can you hit it another time with a crit?
I have to. I mean, it's my thing against this thing. I know how to get rid of this thing.
With crits.
Nice. Get it, Olaf.
No.
No.
Oh,
no, it's the other end of the spectrum. No.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah.
Oh no, Gregory.
Hang on.
All right. So,
Olaf,
I'm gonna
you're-
do some move. I'm
you-
probably gonna move a little bit, get a little bit away from it, kind of put some space between us and the thing, that thing, and I think that's unfortunately the best I'm gonna do. And yeah, then I'll pass my turn.
okay.
You're just kicking yourself because you did not read that passage on the weakness of these monstrous golems, rat golems. You're just so angry. You're like, I was gonna read it, but then I got distracted by crystal tree buds or something. Because of your excellent memory, you remember the book and the passage about this thing, but you weren't interested at the time. And you're just kicking yourself about that.
Okay, we have these little rats nibbling away, nickeling, diming Kayan to death. And we have the big guy coming toward us. You know what? I'm going to deal with the big guy. I'll untarget the rat that I'll target this guy, and I will try and hit him with a firebolt.
Okay. You hit him. Roll damage. You hit him with a firebolt for 9 points of damage. You realize right then and there that the weakness of this monster is indeed fire. Because immediately as it gets hit with fire, it uses its reaction to disperse.
That sucker.
And then Gregory just looks at that and is like, neat. And then I end my turn.
It just happens that you chose the right element right then and there.
Alright.
Gray, you're up.
Do we all recognize?
You guys,
that?
you guys are getting so lucky here. You all these crits and you hit it with a firebolt.
Okay, I am going to. Did the enormous rat attack Can?
The enormous one is in a fear spell and is using all of its power to run away from Gregory.
Oh, good. Okay, so
It actually phased through Cain.
okay, so I'm going to target.
Oh, I'm
giant
sorry.
rat.
I have to roll a save for it, don't I? I'm sorry about that. It gets a save at the end of a turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me roll a save.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I think it's saved out of your fear.
Yeah. So.
Okay, great. Continue your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to clear some of the.
You
rats
see
away
the
from
enormous
Can.
rat just turns tail and turns back around.
Whoops. I just grabbed my whole party sheet and moved it clear across the screen. Okay, here we go. Giant rat number 41. And that's a hit. Man, it's dying.
It's gone.
Giant rat number 43 is my next target. Hit.
That's a hit. It's gone again.
All right, so I am going to pass my turn.
Okay, and you're up. Unfortunately, your mortal enemy has once again dispersed.
Oh, he has to attack that other guy.
He has
the mortal enemy was the. Okay.
The monstrosity. He's under the curse to attack it whenever he sees it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I keep feeling this weird like surge of compulsion to keep turning around, but then by the time I do turn around, it's gone, and it's really confusing. But it really makes my arm itch and burn. But that's okay. I'm just gonna try and ignore it, and I'll take aim at this one right beside me, and I'm going to loose a crossbow bolt at it. Nice.
All right. And even better.
Perfect.
Woohoo!
So as that one goes down, I'm gonna turn and take aim at this big thing and go, guys, this big one, it really looks scary.
Yeah, it does.
Loose a bolt. Oh.
Ooh.
Apparently, you were really scared of it.
You nat one on that
Check
one.
your hands.
Seeing that bolt kind of ricochet off the ground and ping harmlessly off the wall, I'm gonna get a little trepidatious and nervous, and I'm gonna back up 10 feet. Guys, this one I don't know. I missed it. And I'll use my bonus action to just launch a third. Oh no!
The second
Still
miss.
scared.
Help, guys! Help!
You missed the phase rat 2 times. The phase rat is now coming after you. The phase rat goes into the ethereal plane and you lose sight of it. Gregory, you still see it, but you can't do much to help Kayan as it disappears and reappears right next to Kayan with attacking now with advantage. Actually, what it's going to do... Yes, it's gonna. It reappears because it does a phase. Therefore, it gains advantage because it comes out of nowhere on your side.
Miss.
But it misses.
All right. Well, it's gimpy, you know.
It's quite gimpy.
Nice.
Unfortunately, has a second attack, but the second attack is not with advantage. Second
Oh,
attack
God.
is gonna sink in.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a tough bite. 5 points of damage and another Constitution saving throw. You succeed again
Wow.
in a Constitution saving throw. Olaf, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Old Faithful and try to Eldritch Blast this beast right next to Cayenne. Target beast. There you go.
That's a hit. You hit it right in its bum leg.
Nice.
Slow it down even more.
It's a second hit.
Ooh, nice.
And then seeing that Cayenne is getting beaten up pretty good, I'm gonna cast him some healing his way. And just do some of my healing light on him.
Yeah, I think he needs it.
Oh, he's taking a lot of abuse
Oh,
on
guys,
on
I'm
this,
fine.
this round.
Really, just an itch.
Do one more.
Thank you.
Alright.
Not bad at all.
And then that will end my turn.
All right, so I see this rat. I'm going to target him, and I'm gonna try a firebolt on him.
That's a hit. 13 excellent points of damage.
Nice.
And that's my.
Creature's badly injured.
Okay, you mute. Okay. All right, so I am going to
It's almost dead.
try to get rid of this thing for KN, even though he's looking a little better.
Oh, nat 1, not gonna cut it.
And I'm going to try my next one.
19's got it.
Time.
You destroy this creature. You guys got out of that scrape.
Phew! That was tough.
Oh boy. You realize that the deeper you get into this dungeon, the harder the fights get. At first, you were just killing some rats in the cellar. Now you're dealing with some horrible dark magic. Oh, and I think that is time.